Welcome everybody to the filler. It's been a long time. As you can see, I'm super rusty, man. Like I'm figuring out what buttons do. I feel like I'm a noob right now. Audio issues and whatnot. I think we took like what, Nagi, like a month break, month and a half, and
I don't remember.
I feel like it's been a long
It's
time.
been too long, is what it's been.
Yeah,
It's been too long.
way too long. But it's good to be back.
I'm with child now.
with
That's how long
child.
it's been. The last time we were on the filler, little Missy here was not here.
How old is she now?
Don't scratch me.
Sorry.
She just straight up attacked you, bro.
Always, man. Always.
But it's good to be back. Nagi, it's good to see your amazing face. We have a great episode today. Right now, we are missing one person, Sweaty, who might be able to come on, possibly. But if not, we definitely will get him on another episode. But we do have three amazing people with us today. Two returning guests and one new guest who you people might have seen taking the waves on Twitter recently.
Or just my butt. It's fine.
Yeah. We get to see the face attached
This is
to
my face.
Yeah, the face attached to the famous butt. Yeah, so we got some dope people, and today's episode we're gonna be talking about body positivity and streaming, and just having some conversations on that. If you guys have any questions, let us know. But yeah, we're just gonna be talking about that for a little bit of time here with these amazing people. But Nagi, take it away. Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta himself, Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
What?
The V is silent.
We're live? Why are you telling my identity when we're live?
Sorry, my fault.
Again, they forgot, and then you reminded. I'm sorry. Hey, what's going on, everybody? All right, so as you all know, we have two reoccurring guests, and then we have a new addition to the filler. As you all know, I'm getting old. First we have OBKATIEKAT. Appreciate you. Thank you for returning. How are you? What's going on?
I am fantastic. Thank you for having me again. Yeah, no, we've been doing Back for Blood today. Very, very, very good because we've basically finished Destiny now. But no, yeah, chilling. What was that? Sorry.
No. I'm saying, unfortunately, we've most of us have finished Destiny already.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I'm absolutely chilling, venturing out into some other stuff at the moment. Obviously coming back every now and again, because it is my main game at the end of the day. But no, yep, I've just been chilling with chat a lot recently, and it's been really refreshing. And especially after all the stuff that's gone on Twitter as well, it's been like,
right,
sick.
So, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming back and spending time with us. We always appreciate your company. Next, we have it's my sister, man. Liv. Hi, Liv. What's going on?
Liv.
Tell us everything.
My name is Liv, or Fox, or Foxy, or Foxytocin. I have too many names at this point. I stream mostly Destiny because PvP is unfortunately never ending. I think if they took it offline, it would probably be better for my mental health, but that's what I stream all the time. And yeah, I've pretty much just been doing that, hanging out with Scrum Queens, doing pickups and stuff with that, and posting the occasional lewd that's shutting down 100 Thieves on Twitter, apparently. That's about it.
Shutting down my dreams, pretty much. Can I just say real quick? I'm trying to get Gav's and Liv's aesthetic with their background. Like I
They
got
have
a
a
fucking
great
TV
aesthetic.
here. I got a stupid wire that
damn.
hanging. I got some things hanging over here, but that's it right there. You know, that's what I'm trying.
Hey, that coat behind you looks extremely comfortable.
That's for streaming purposes. I purposely put that there. I thought it would
That
be
coat
cool.
there?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
put it
very
there for.
aesthetic.
I don't
You
know.
put there for
I was trying to get a
a
feng
coat?
shui.
You wanted coat aesthetic?
Yeah, I'm trying to get sponsored by a coat company.
Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, hey, whatever works.
Burlington.
Burlington.
Century
Bro.
21.
You're gonna like the way you look. I hated that commercial so much. Well, getting back to the topic, Liv, thank you so much for returning. We appreciate you, of course, as always. Last but certainly not least, we have the newest addition to the filler features, I guess. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I apologize. Excuse me. Very small hat. I hope did I say that right? Did I butcher that?
No, you're
Sorry.
good. I mean,
Great.
pretty
Yes.
straightforward. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let us
Love
know
the English
everything.
accent twist to it.
Yeah.
Did I
Everybody
get-
always throws an English accent in there. It's always very small hat
I couldn't.
every time.
It's true. I can't help. I couldn't help it.
It's not just you. It's not just you.
Bet. All right.
Well, also, my name's Sarah as well, or Small. Some people call me Hat. I don't really care.
I'm just gonna call you Ray.
just very.
Wife.
Very.
So I started streaming in June of this year. I mostly just stream PvP as well. I did attempt some PvE a couple days ago. We did 45 minutes. I'm very proud of that. And yeah, just started scrimming more and just recently joined the band Cam Girls or the band
Mhm.
Cammies because apparently Cam Girls is way too TOS. So but yeah, very excited about that. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just vibing. You probably know me from my butt on Twitter, so that's fine. We're just chilling.
We're chilling.
No shame.
We're chilling.
No shame.
I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. Well, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here on the show. We appreciate you for
having me.
stopping by. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're gonna give it over to that beautiful guy over there with the gorgeous mustache.
I got a haircut.
Pretty
I don't know if you
man.
didn't say anything about it, Nagi. I'm a little upset.
Well, I mean, I was watching you in your sleep.
I knew you were there. Always, bro.
I'm sorry. I couldn't. Ew! I knew you was there. That's it. That's it. Game over.
This is what happens when we don't do this for like a month and a half.
I know we're rusty, man. We gotta get
Rusty.
to it. All right.
Anyways,
All right, take it away.
I appreciate you all being here. Obviously, the reason we kind of came up with this topic, and we're going to start with Katie, is because Katie kind of started the wave of body positivity talk in the last, like, what? It's been a week and a half, maybe. About.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's been like a week and a half now.
Yeah.
Feels like ages ago now, though. Like, like it's mad how much
Only
it's
a week
flown
and
over.
a half? Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah. It was generally one of those where I was like, right, everyone's feeling like shit. Everyone's like, all I'm seeing all over Twitter is like how fucking miserable everyone is, and this is that and the other. And I was like, right, okay, let's do something to cheer someone up. What do people like? People like boobs. Let's start a fucking cleavage thread. And the funny thing was, when I started it, I was sat there and I was like, no one's going to respond to this, and I'm going to look like an absolute twat just posting a me with fucking half boob out. And then next thing I know, like everyone's getting involved, and then they asked for more. So the next day it was a butt thread, which is where like half of everyone I know got involved.
Pretty
And
much.
then they asked for more, so we just kept doing a different theme every day. I've only slowed down doing that or put it on hold for now because there's only so many body parts you can do, and it was a case of keeping up with it was really straining on me. So I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna give myself a little breather for a bit. But But obviously, if people want to, want me to hype them up or anything, DMs are there. And that's continued. And I've already said I'm gonna try and make it a monthly thing to make threads and stuff like that to try and keep people boosted and see everyone progress through the year. If anyone does anything to make a difference or anything like that, but it'd be nice to see everyone changing throughout the year and see where everyone's at. And that was pretty much it. But again, I was just sat there and I was like, no one's gonna fucking respond to this, are they? And then yeah.
So for Sarah and Fox, you guys kind of went out there and did it. So were you hesitant? Were you what was the thought process? Were you no, I shouldn't, or yeah, I should? How far should I go with it? What were you guys thinking when you saw it?
So I actually I've been posting lewd photos on Twitter for a while. But nobody really interacted with them, which was fine. I've always been pretty confident about my body. I've always been very big supporter of just normalizing women owning their sexuality and just bodies in general. Our bodies aren't something that need to be hidden. We shouldn't feel like we have to hide our bodies all the time for the sake of everyone else. So I've been posting things like that for a while, and then after Katie posted the boob thread, and then I saw someone else post a booty pic, and I was like, oh fuck, bet, I'm there. And so I posted it, and then I also posted on Katie's thread. So I actually posted my picture that went famous on Twitter before the booty thread, and then I contributed to that too. So I wouldn't say I was hesitant really at all. It's knowing that not everybody's gonna want to see that, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. I might get some hate for it, or whatever. It wasn't really, I didn't really care about that, just because I've always talked about yeah, we need to be able to share the things that we're confident in, and you know I've been lifting for 5 years. I've worked for this booty, I feel like I should be able to own it. So anyway, that's
Right.
probably where I'm at.
Fox, what about you?
I wish I could say I felt that way. I wish I had that confidence, and it's something that I'm working on, but I definitely did not. I was very nervous. I used to do a ton of cosplay and post lewdish type photos on Instagram and things like that, which is where I guess my destiny career started in a way. And I actually got a lot of shit for it. And so I kind of let that stuff get to me, I guess. I ended up archiving or taking down the majority of those photos off Instagram, and kind of just made the decision that I wasn't going to post that kind of stuff anymore. I was just going to post content in related to video games and things like that. And then I've seen I guess over probably over the past month or so, I guess Gavin and I have, or my fiance and I, who's Lunarology on Twitter, have become more known for being horny on main.
Yeah. Listen, there was this. Look,
that's the greatest.
I just
love
remember
story
the
on Twitter.
SpongeBob. I remember the SpongeBob meme.
listen, it was just all right. For those of you who don't know, me and Gavin are very close. Okay, you're living very close, right? I call them time to time. They're like family to me. I love them both. Okay. There was one particular moment. I'm not going to say which moment it was, but I had to personally call Gavin and ask him, what the fuck? What are you doing? It was that bad. Me, Gavin.
Yeah.
Me, bro. No. Me and Gavin has been through some things. Just no. Okay. I had to call him. It was, oh man. So yeah, I agree with that. Sorry, took it away from you. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I think because of that, we've Gavin and I have actually gotten a lot of messages of people being like we love seeing that. Like I know it makes some people uncomfortable, and I guess to those people I'm just kind of like, don't look or don't follow us. But we've definitely gotten messages and people are like, this is actual goals and like what I want out of a relationship. And so Gab started pushing me more and more probably like a month ago to start posting those photos again, because in the past they had like made me feel good, made me feel confident. I enjoyed taking them. Like I enjoyed doing modeling and stuff in the past, and I just kind of like quit doing all of that. So then when Katie posted that thread, I was like, all right, this is the time to throw myself in the deep end.
I think that's what like the amazing thing about that thread though, like it wasn't for people like me. Maybe in some aspects, like there's obviously things that I'm really self-conscious about that I have a hard time like posting pictures of. Um, but like I think that's what the amazing part about the threads was that it gave people the opportunity, it gave them a safe space and like opened the floor for them to post pictures of themselves, and everybody was just so positive and hyping each other up. And that's like that like for someone to just post it out of the blue, that definitely takes like a different kind of like, you know, it's definitely like, oh, this is my content now. Whereas for Katie to open the floor like that and be vulnerable and like allow other people to be vulnerable, I think it just it I think it was just so good for the community because it wasn't being like, oh, this is my content now, but it was being like, yes, I have a space to contribute and get a bit of a confidence boost. So and
Mhm.
maybe like then I've noticed a lot of people have actually kept the trend going and they're still,
Mhm.
you know, feeling really good about themselves and posting pictures and stuff, which is amazing. So it's not just like it was a one day thing.
I think um one of the most annoying things about what you guys have to deal with is how pointless the counter argument is all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't post that. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not? Tell me why.
Mhm.
Give me a reason why. Well, it stops me from getting viewers. It's distracting. Wasn't there this one guy who like tried to sue Twitch because all he saw was just,
Yeah.
essentially like attractive women as streamers, but when
Yeah.
you went into his account, he only followed
Oh, somebody posted something like
only
that
women, like,
yesterday.
and it's like the counter argument never has any actual like substance on
Yeah.
both ends. On both, like the entire argument is stupid, right? So the
Mhm.
fact that it comes from something that could just be easily a joke, easily slid down, it becomes people trying to degrade y'all, people trying to belittle y'all, people trying to threaten y'all.
Oh, some of the shit I've got for it, like it, like I
I
think
can't imagine.
I think
But
I've seen like so many, but like here's the thing, like I was looking at it and I was like, right, okay. So what have I got to lose versus what has everyone got to gain in comparison to it? And that was my main thought process going in. It is still my thought process now. It is like, right, okay, well, if it'll make one person happy, then I'd rather have that than worry about a fucking follow count. Because anyone that does know me know that numbers to me don't mean shit. I straight up genuine with everyone. And if I want to do something, I will do it because one of those, like, I know this is talking about confidence and shit, but that is something I do not have. I don't have confidence. It's mine is a case of I have a no fucks attitude.
I
So
feel
I
that.
just don't give a shit.
I feel that.
I don't worry about repercussions or anything like that. So it was literally a case of I was like, right, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Fuck it. If it gives me backlash, whatevs. You know, I know personally myself, I don't do that stuff because not only is it something that, you know, I haven't well, I've never posted one before and it's never, you know, it's never been an issue. It's never been like, "Oh, why don't you post?" I've had more people back then ask for me to post it than for people to say, "Oh, don't you ever turn to this?" So, yeah, it was one of those, but then afterwards, like, there was, like, people obviously that were like, "Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" And all this, that, and the other, and I was obviously, like, creepy DMs and all that kind of shit.
So many creepy DMs.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like for me, like literally all that plus keeping up with the thread, because I don't know if you've seen, but I responded to everything.
Yeah.
I responded to every comment, every DM, everything, even the negative ones I was responding to. Like, come on.
I love the response.
Yeah.
You fucking think I am? Like I'm new to this? I own this. I like that. I like that. I felt that. I'm gonna get more water. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And that's fine. But yeah, no, I was sat there and I was just like, you know, for all the positivity and everything that everyone's putting around, it is 100% worth it for me to do that than to not do it. Like, as you said, like people are still doing it now. People are still coming to me saying, thank you for doing it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, dude, I just wanted to, you know, cheer someone up with titties, but you know, that's it's kind of like gone to more than that. And it's kind of opened my eyes to, you know, there is a bigger thing that we could all do in terms of, you know, get like spreading positivity to bigger than just the Destiny community now and all that kind of stuff, which is why I've had a lot of self reflection the past like month or so, and that was like maybe halfway through and I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
That's why I love, because like what Sarah said is that I was looking through that thread and there was so many people that I know that are streamers and they don't, you know, they don't have a cam on because they don't want to their face out there for, you know, they're not confident in their looks or, you know, they're not comfortable or whatnot. But that thread gave them that opportunity and that chance to just put themselves out there. And then the fact that everybody, it was like, I saw you put a comment on pretty much every picture that I saw there. And then there's so many other people like boosting it up. And it was just, somebody could go in there. There was people who going in there and were just looking at it like, okay, it's just a bunch of people posting pictures of their tits and butts and they just want attention. But then there was so many more people beyond that that were just like saying that all these amazing comments about how the person looks, and in all respectful way. It wasn't like, you know, discussing like, oh yeah, like
yeah,
like,
all
you know,
respectful.
like, yo, you go get it and stuff like that. So so the question I have would be like for you guys, did you, so Sarah, I know for you, like that boosted you up a lot. Like you went
yeah.
I think it was what the butt pick was that ever since then, like your Twitter blew up and then everybody's been coming in. But for Katie and Fox, did you guys happen to lose anything, like lose followers or get like a lot of complaints between your core viewers and stuff like that?
Be sure to add their names right quick.
Yeah, list of names and take care of it from there.
I'll let Foxy go first.
Add their names right quick.
Like, were there any surprises too? Like people that you know in your community that you were just surprised that they kind of were just like, yeah, I can't support you now because.
I actually haven't had that, which was a really big concern of mine. Like, I do care. I mean, I don't care so much about numbers. I care about people's perception of me way more than I would like to. And like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of hard to admit sometimes because it makes people think you're like a people pleaser or like I'm always trying to make people happy. It's not necessarily like that. I was raised in a family where like the outside perception of our family was really important. So I literally just grew up with that ingrained in me, and it's something I'm trying to break now. So like I was definitely super worried about it, but everyone has just been really supportive. I think I had one comment in my Twitch chat where someone who used to be a regular, I haven't seen them in there since in like a week or so, which is totally fine. But he just made a comment about like, please don't make an OnlyFans. And I was just kind of like, that's not your decision. Like, I'm not that I'm going to or not going to.
His name was.
I honestly don't remember. I
never let me have no fun, bro.
So I'm always curious, and Katie, I still want you to answer that question, but I'm always curious about how I don't understand why, like everybody does, but guys more so. I don't understand why guys get so upset that women show their body or they have like OnlyFans or anything with like that sexuality. I just don't get it, and I don't know if it's because they can't get
Have.
women like that or they don't have that confidence. And it's just like for somebody to be like, "Yo, I don't do an OnlyFans." It's like, first of
Why
all,
not?
you'd be lucky to even be blessed by being able to see that, and two, like, what? It has no effect on you whatsoever. Like literally no effect on you. So why even make that comment? Why is it gonna bother you? Like I just don't get it.
Mhm.
It's ego.
It is. It's that.
It's ego.
I feel like it's that thing of like, oh well, now everyone's seen it, so it's like it's not valuable, like not valuable to them. But it's like if that's the case, then they seen that person in that way anyway, and then it just kind of, in their eyes, I guess, tarnishes because like they're all like, they're the kind of guys that's like, this is my bitch. She was a virgin before she met me. Like,
Yeah.
and then it's like, excuse me. Like,
I'm for anybody who ever questions me on any perspective that I have on man, please, by all means, my DMs are 100% always open and my hands are 100% free. With that said, right, I started to do a lot of like self-analysis in terms of equality, in terms of just characteristics, actions, brain thought, like thoughts about anything in terms of being a man versus being a woman. I've done like a lot of self reflecting on that. And I have to say, men are dumb. I'm sorry. Listen, it was hard for me to realize it. And I'm not saying dumb in terms of we lack intelligence or that we're not capable or that we're not, super, that we're not strong. I'm not saying, I'm not talking about, I'm saying that there is something in the brain of a man that just does not compute certain things. I just said certain. That's not a word. My point is that a lot of the things that really piss us off really, again, make no sense. Prime example, I was having a conversation with a guy on Twitter who was complaining about the whole situation with women boobies on Twitch.
I've had this one. Go on.
We've all heard this one, right? So boobies on Twitch, you already know the argument, steals viewers from this person. And MARU, you made the quick famous joke. You're gonna take away my esports career. I was supposed to be in 100 Thieves because
two DMs and people thinking I was serious. I was like, bro, first of all, if you met me, you know that I'm not serious at all about anything. Like I just make jokes all the time.
Yeah, that's crazy true. But anyway, dude gets into the conversation. He was like, "Oh, strategically, this is proven true. If you do this, is and a third. And he had this whole like scientific analysis. He had two like subject A and B. Like he went full Dr. Seuss, right? Whole book. But he was a bodybuilder.
He's like, ooh.
So it's like, so I'm sitting and so he's talking the entire time, and I'm asking myself, you're a bodybuilder. So your entire career, your entire artwork, your craft, your passion, everything that you are every day, all day, is built around the idea of somebody looking at your body. Why are you arguing with people? Men.
Ego again, because he had to work for his body. I didn't have to work for my tits. I was just born with them, so that's my problem.
Oh, so that's easy.
Yeah.
That's a work for mine, I can tell you that. Jeez.
I think like, okay, so
we're proud of you.
So my issue is that I would like to say the amount of I've gotten very, very few negative comments in my DMs or anything. It's all been very positive feedback. That's like about what I post, people just want more, which is part of the problem. because at the end of the day, I am sexualized for my ass, whether I want to be or not. I go to the gym and people take pictures of me without my permission. And like I'm fully clothed at the gym, working out with my headphones on. I've got a hoodie on. I've got, a hat on. Like I don't want to talk to you, but I'm, doing my leg workout and people are taking photos of my ass. So I am being sexualized whether I want to be or not. And for me, it's about the fact that that's
Owning
not
it.
okay. That's not okay. And we need to take that power back into our like to ourselves. So at least if I'm posting pictures online, that is with my permission that people get to see that shit. That's the only reason they get to enjoy that is because I posted that and I have the confidence to do so. So it's that kind of shit just really pisses me off. I've been told since I was 12. I used to get anonymous notes at school when I was 12 years old. People saying that I had a nice ass. I was 12. Like, that's pretty fucked up. So, my entire life, people have been saying that shit. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna own it. Like, yeah, maybe I'll end up capitalizing on it. Like, I don't know. Like, I just at the end of the day, like, it's my body. If I want to share it with the world, I'm gonna do so. I don't see an issue with that. And I support all the women that want to do that and the guys, whoever wants to do that. It's your own body. And we shouldn't be afraid to see people confident and
Gavin.
owning their sexuality and owning their bodies in however way they want. Like, we should
Mhm.
not be judging that and we should fully support that because honestly, who gives a fuck? It's not, if you don't want to see that, like, get off Twitter. Like, get off, you can block me. Like, that was the shittiest comments I got were people just being like, I don't want to see your butthole in my face. And I was like, that's fine.
Mm.
That's fine. And also, it was kind of Twitter's fault because it was sending push notifications to people that didn't even like interact with the content. And I was like, oh no. But like I would just be like, it's fine, I'll block you. So I did. But it's yeah, sorry, that was a little bit of a rant. But that's this shit that like that's why I've been such a proponent of like women just owning their sexuality and doing whatever the fuck they want. Cause I'm sexualized whether I'm fully clothed or not. So
Yeah,
Might as well take advantage and do it with
exactly.
your
Big,
own
yeah.
permission.
exactly what
Yeah, at
I
least it's
said.
consensual, so I can at least embrace it and get some confidence out of it instead of feeling like people are going behind my back and objectifying me. So
Yeah.
I have
Like I literally had this conversation with someone this morning, like that exact conversation. Like he was like, "Why are you posting a picture?" Like I think it was the pillow thing that I said, where rest your head. You had a lot in there.
What was his name?
I'll send you in a bit.
You just want to fight.
But no, so he
Just
was
wanna
saying
fight.
that, and I was like,
Getting tired of y'all, man.
I was like, what, like, why you asked? And he's like, oh, the body positivity thing, then yeah, but now this is just getting cringy. I'm like, if you don't like me, then go away. I'm not here to please you. Like, fucking hell. But no, I think one of my favorite things from the thread actually was when the guys are hyping each other up when the
I love
sweatpants
that.
thread.
Yeah.
And they were like, nice cock, bro. This is like, oh my
Nice
god,
cock.
it's amazing.
No,
God.
Shots be doing that to me at random times, bro. He be doing that. He just pops up out of nowhere. Shots, I know you watching, you little demon. He be popping up, bro. He be popping out of nowhere.
That is like the band cammy's motto at this point, to be honest. Like that would be in our clan tag.
I'm not at band camis. Why is he sending it
Bungie.
to me in my Discord randomly? It's not, no,
You a
it's not, he
homie,
does it.
Cliff.
He spells out every letter, and it's so like anonymous and creepy. He drives me insane, and I hate it. He keeps doing it. I want out, bro.
Do you though?
Do you really?
I don't think so.
I have a
No,
question here
I
from from King Allen. He says, I have a question for the people acting up about Small Hat blowing up. Homie was grinding her butt off and a dope gamer, warm energy with a cute ass dimple. Why do you think people didn't give her the space and attention to grow? This is a question for the ones acting up. What do you guys think?
I
No,
mean,
I
to
see.
be honest,
So how were
so,
you?
like-
How was it before it blew up? How were you doing like on Twitch? They did.
on Twitch,
I
had-
remember you
yeah,
doing
so
this.
I hit 700 followers a week and a half ago, and I'm now at 1,520 on Twitch, and then Twitter, obviously, I gained like over 3,000 followers. So, like, I had steady growth. I've only started streaming in June. Like I was very happy with, it was really organic. It was like, the people that were finding me and like hanging out with me in chat were incredibly engaged, and I could tell they enjoyed being there, and they were, I had lots of regulars. So like it was going well. I had no complaints. Um I wouldn't even say that people really freaked out about my growth. People have been very supportive. I had a lot of anxiety around it because that wasn't my intention with that post at all. It's not like I posted my ass being like, yeah, I'm gonna get so much engagement from this and exposure, no pun intended. But that's not why I did it. So like for me, I actually had a lot of anxiety around the growth because I was like, that's not really how I anticipated things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but so far everybody's been very supportive and saying, however it happened, however it happened, like just take advantage of it and enjoy it. Like, it is what it is. And I've met a lot of really great people through it too. So yeah, I think there haven't been a ton of people freaked out about it. It was actually like, to give context, I got out of a really long-term relationship only a couple months ago. So there were some people that I know personally that I think were put off by my content over the past couple months, um because of that, because of our mutual friends. So that was another conversation. um it wasn't a huge deal, but I think that's really the only issue that's arisen from my horny on main content and the lewds that I've posted. So yeah,
It's
I don't know
quite
if
it's quite
that.
funny because like when was it that I came? How long ago did I come into your chat? 'Cause I
You
remember that the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah, you did a drive-by for me, like, when I was in my first, like, 2 months. I think, like, I only had probably, like, 100 followers at the time.
I think you had like 7 or something in chat at the time. Because I
Yeah,
remember
probably.
I remember
I
seeing that and then put your link on Twitter and was like, "Go check her out. She's cute. She's
Yeah,
funny. Go
yeah,
check her out." And then like
yeah.
obviously now it's like, "Oh,
Oh,
yay."
so much happened in a short 6 months.
No, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's been a
But,
crazy ride.
no, it's big same. Like I was not expecting like anyone to get any near the attention or anything that they got from it. Because again, it wasn't like a big, huge fucking stunt thing. It was just meant to, cheer people up.
Mhm.
Um, and then next thing I know, like obviously I see yours go up, mine's fucking like it was the funny thing, right? I was like, oh, let's try and hit 10K before the year ends. I'll try and think of a goal or something that we can do. And then that day, Glad retweeted plus the threads as well. Also, like I was like, oh, I've got 26 days. Let's see if we can hit 10K. And then literally 26 minutes, and we hit 10K. Now we're now sat on what 13,254. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like, what the fuck's happened? But like, I don't know. It's kind of really caught me by surprise. If anything, like I've been messaging Hat, just like, what's just happened?
Yeah. Yeah, we were both like,
Yeah,
man, Twitter's horny."
but it's like it is literally one of those where like
Yes.
we've been sat there, and again, it like I'm not feeling guilty or anything. I'm not feeling ashamed or anything like that because at the end of the day, like I did it on my own accord, and I don't give a shit. So you
There's been
know,
so many amazing stories about people being like, "Katie, like, basically changed my life right now," like,
yeah,
Mhm.
which is incredible. So,
like getting stuff like that. Like I literally like there's been people that have popped in chat and like said that like like thank you for doing all this. I've had DMs and all that. I literally sit there and get teary eyed and all that kind of stuff. Like, cause I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize that this would do this. And you know what? Fuck it. I do not regret anything about it because all I've seen mainly like 99% of the response has been feedback that has been positive from absolutely everyone.
yeah.
And, you know, it is what it is. If people have left, then,
Good riddance. I
good
think it's like a
riddance.
good way of like filtering out. I feel like Liv probably feels the same way too. Like even if like once you realize that most people have stayed, which is what I realized, is like, oh, like I've actually got some really like these people are good shit. Like the
Mhm.
Mhm.
people that we've surrounded ourselves with up to this point like actually care about this community and care about the people in the community and us. So like, damn, like if anything, it's just been like, it's made me realize, man, I've got some homies. Like,
Yeah, I definitely feel the same. I feel like too, it's been nice actually. Like things have kind of picked up. I had like pretty steady growth over like the last few months, and things actually went downhill for me in a sense on Twitter when I started Scrum Queen because I got more shit for that than for posting my ass, which is ironic. 'Cause I think the ass like pleased people, but they're gonna be salty about it in the background, whereas like a safe space for women just absolutely pissed people off
yeah.
to,
That's
to
literally what I
no
was about to
extent.
say. Like
So,
the ass is okay, but making a safe space for women, nah, that's where I caught the line.
yeah. So it's been, I guess, like things have kind of just picked up again. I think that whole situation with Scrum Queens still like prepared me for any shit I was gonna receive anyway. But like Katie said, 99% of it has just been positive. So
I have a question here from Twitter from Greater Haste. He said, "What mental strides did you all have to take to be confident enough to want to be on camera for everyone, no matter how you look?"
I love you, Haste.
Shout out to Haste.
Right. Well, okay. So in terms of streaming, before we go into it quick, you guys were saying about your growth being pretty steady as well. Like before this, I was in the same boat, but mine's like, I don't even ask what has happened over the past year because I've got no fucking idea. Like literally, I started streaming last April, like 2019 April. And that's when like I made Twitter and all that kind of stuff, or like actually went to use Twitter because I had it. It was just kind of there checking Bungie tweets every now and again. And then that's when like I made Twitch and all that. And like it's just been literally like every month. It's just been chunk before this. So, you know, it's one of those where it's like it's felt exactly the same as everything else has felt. But in terms of question, what was the question? I've completely forgotten.
I got you. What mental strides did you all have to take to be confident enough to want to be on camera for everyone, no matter how you look?
Again, it was the no fucks attitude. It's just generally like, you know, I'm gonna get picked on regardless. If they're gonna find something that they don't like, and that's the way that I've always been. Because like it's like, oh, you like this music? I'm gonna pick on you. You like this kind of clothes? I'm gonna pick on you. You like, because obviously I was a nerd in school. It's like, oh, you play Yu-Gi-Oh? We'll pick on you, and I'm like, dude, you play football? Like, go away. But like, it's been just one of those where it's eventually reached a point where I've just gone, you know, I'm just gonna do whatever. And I feel like I'm a very animated person in terms of how I do things. So like the main thing is I started streaming after watching Glad do the world's first of Last Wish, as my chat know. And I wanted to give people the sense of belonging and a place of home that chat gave me that stream. And I thought, well, how can I build a genuine relationship with my community? Which, you know, fucking huge respect to people that managed to do it without a camera. Like, fucking hell, I couldn't do that. But like, because I'm so animated, because like, you know, I like do a lot of facial, like, God damn it. I do a lot of like big expressions and all that kind of stuff. I know as soon as I said it, someone's bring it up.
I was about to be like, Twitch, please don't ban me.
Oh, there it is.
But as soon as like I seen like that I am that, and it'd be weird of me to not do that. I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna put the camera on and I'm just gonna be me. That's just how it's always been. And it's not been a case of building confidence. It's just been a case of deciding to not give a shit and just going for it.
I understand that. I understand that feeling. I feel that because I have no confidence whatsoever. I have none. There is no way that,
let's go.
Yeah, there's no way that what I'm dealing with is on any level to what you guys are dealing with. I get completely ignored when I go outside. I am completely under everyone's radar. So I can never even amount to what it is that you guys are dealing with. But no, really, I have no self-confidence, but I definitely just
But you cute
just do
though.
shit. Okay.
A little
I just
ashy, and the bald head. You kind of
not no more, motherfucker. I've been moisturizing self-love out this bitch. Stop playing with me like I'm soft. I had to get crazy. I'm sorry. I had to get crazy because I've really been moisturizing, bro.
You have.
Like, I've been doing different
I give
face
props.
masks and whatnot. I got like 3 or 4, 5 different face masks in there. I got a vitamin C, bro. I got a charcoal one, bro. You want the label? Bro, I'm
Oh,
about
he's
to-
lubing them
the charcoal
cheeks.
one's
Let's
fire,
go.
bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like I don't tell nobody my skincare routine, but bro, like that's the only thing I'm confident in. My skin looks nice. That's it. But I don't. But I just do shit. I just do shit. I don't be posting pictures like that though. If you haven't noticed, I'm not a selfie guy anymore.
I
I
can't
hide
take
now.
I can't take good selfies, but I did post. I posted my.
This
my
is your
face.
this is your face. This is your face all the time. That's your face. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's his thing. That's his thing.
I just don't smile naturally. But I did post my face,
I make you smile.
and Sarah actually came out with a dope ass comment because I said something. What did I say? Oh, I was like, "Yo, I just look like a potato," and she said something like, "Yo, but the potatoes are like the most nutritious meal." Or I
I
forget
think
what
I
it
said,
was.
I don't know what I said. Potatoes are delicious though. I don't know.
Something like
Potatoes
that.
are so
It was just
versatile.
Versatile, yeah, something like that. I was like,
Wait
yo,
a minute.
Something
Wait,
like
I'm
that. They
sorry.
are really versatile.
Do I fucking look like I'm in my mid-30s?
You
Do I look like I'm in
No.
my mid-30s?
Look, you're 10.
No.
No.
Damn, bro. Like, you're
You
supposed to
look
be on my
you
side,
baby,
bro.
baby soft skin. That's all I
That's-
see.
That's just the motherfucker. Salad in my mid-30s.
We love French fries.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we do.
Hold on, shit. Am I the youngest here?
Am I the oldest?
That's
I think I'm the
I
oldest.
think I'm the youngest here.
crazy.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, I'm 23 too, so we're fine.
Oh yeah, let's go. Okay.
Not
Okay,
you're
we're good. We're good.
27?
Hmm?
You're 27, right?
I'm also 27. If you're
Damn,
scared
I'm the
of saying
oldest
your
one
age.
here. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Oh
20.
no.
I'm 20. How old are you?
Who, me?
Hey, you.
28.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
The oldness came out. It started with it. I'm 16.
I turned 30 this year.
I'm
Nice,
28.
He's nice.
I'm 28. I was born in 92.
90s babies.
I think for me, like, to answer the question, I was actually like more worried about my personality than anything. Like as far as streaming with the face cam goes, yeah, there's definitely like every day, like I wear makeup on stream because I like, I don't want like there's just those confidence issues where like you definitely like try to look good for stream. And when I first started, I was like, okay, I want to do this like to make friends, so and like to meet more people in the community, which was like my biggest goal. So and like meet people I resonate with. So like felt like I kind of like had to have a face cam to like really connect with people the way that I wanted to connect with them. So that's why I did it. But yeah, I would say like my biggest insecurity is definitely my personality. So I I was more concerned about people thinking I was annoying than anything.
Sarah, did you start out with a cam though when you first started streaming?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fox, what about you?
Can you say the question again? Because or is it just like
Question is, I got it.
because my brain was following like all these other trails and now don't remember exactly what the question was, and I don't want to get off on a tangent because I will.
God damn it, Maru. I told you start watching Star
Do it.
Wars.
We
You're
love
starting to do it in your life.
I went off on a big one, so feel free.
I got you right now. All right, there's just so much
It was like
titties and ass
how
on
do
my
you
timeline right now.
Gavin's
Perfect.
getting off in the chat.
Speak, lady. Oh my god, I'm gonna yell at him.
Oh, he said
Okay.
get off on a tangent. Oh, I thought he said. I thought he said get me off. Oh, always.
Because
Okay, right here.
What?
The question is, what mental strides did you all have to take to be confident enough to want to be on camera for everyone, no matter how you look?
okay. Gab's yelling at me because I feel like self-confidence has been quite the journey for me. I had like a lot of issues in high school with it, like pretty much no self-confidence at all.
Names.
I just wasn't. I guess I was like a late bloomer because I just like no one found me attractive whatsoever in high school, and I got bullied a lot for it. And I was just really athletic, so people always thought I was like would call me a boy or say I was too muscular. So I don't know. Just kids are weird, and
Huh?
yeah, I don't know. And
I'm like staring at Liv right now, like, huh?
yeah, and then I went to a very strict religious school. My parents are really religious, so like my body image was pretty much destroyed by the time I got out of high school. And I went through an eating disorder in college. And so I started therapy like 7 months ago to deal with all that stuff from the past because I think I just kind of buried it. So this year actually has been like quite the journey in regards to self-confidence for me. I think the reason I pushed myself to stream with a camera was because I had already like I really wanted to do cosplay, and that's what I started my Instagram for. So I was like, if people find my Instagram from like seeing me on Twitch or Twitter and like they see that I posted pictures there but I won't stream with a face cam, I felt like I was actually going to get more shit because I felt like people were going to be like, oh, like, you know, you only post selfies because you can edit them or something like that, you know, like just that kind of stuff. And I didn't want that kind of stuff at all. So I was like, I'm just going to stream with a face cam, whatever shit comes, I'll just take it. Definitely very worried about it. Still worried about it to this day. I literally just had like a horrible self-confidence day yesterday to where I ended stream after like an hour and 45 minutes because I was literally just sitting there like constantly turning my preview back on OBS and like seeing my face and getting annoyed. And so I like freaked out and ended up ending stream. So yeah, I still struggle with it a lot. But it's something I'm like definitely trying to work on. And I think that's why I appreciated this Twitter stuff so much because I appreciated that it didn't matter like what gender everyone was in that thing. Like I saw guys hyping up girls, girls hyping up guys, like just back and forth, like just like genuine excitement for people to be themselves. And that kind of stuff just makes me like, I don't know, so happy to see. And it like gives me confidence that like I can do this. Like I can keep a face cam on. Like there's still days to this day where I'm like, I think I'm going to not stream with the face cam. I still can't stream with the face cam if we do scrims seriously or I have to do a tourney. I can't do a face cam because I'm so worried about how my face is gonna look when I'm like trying to like actually focus and try in a game. Like I'm so worried someone's gonna be like why are you trying so hard? Like why are you grimacing when you're trying so hard or whatever? Like I don't know. I worry about that stuff. So definitely something I'm working on, but that's where I'm at.
It's really hard.
totally get
It's
you on
really
that.
hard to have people stare at our faces for hours. So like,
Yeah.
like there's no shame and it's so valuable.
Yes.
Carry with that hoodie. Oh, I want that hoodie.
Yo, sweaty.
Got
Fuck 2020.
that Pogger's internet. All right, well, Alcetti's trying to get that fixed.
Rip.
Rip the dream. Yeah, I wanted to kind of get Nagi, like you and me, we're kind of skinny dudes. So like,
Who's skinny?
oh, you and me are skinny. We got
thick as
skinny,
fuck.
skinny ankles, bro. Skinny ankles. But I kind of wanted to get your
Ooh, them
mindset
ankles.
of like, because when people think about body positivity, they really just think it comes from a woman's perspective, but really it also comes from guys too. Guys also deal with body positivity issues, and you know, there's
Oh
a lot of
yeah,
people who-
I hate my body.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I know
I
very
hate my
few
body.
guys that love their bodies.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I hate it.
and there's
I hate
people
my
who
body.
don't put on, you know, face cams or you know, don't take pictures for that very reason. But even on Katie's Dead, I saw, you know, there's a bunch of guys posting their pics, and it was like uplifting.
I have a couple of screenshots of Gavin's forearm.
Of course,
Right.
like, yo, that
I have a whole folder.
that
A
video,
whole folder of just his forearms. Yeah.
that
I mean,
video of
there's
him
more
playing
than
music,
forearms in there, if you know what I mean. But
that video of him playing the guitar I don't know. That was some spicy content.
Show me.
Spicy.
Gavin, love me. Ugh.
Uh,
Never let me have no fun, bro.
But
But
there
no,
was a question.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I agree with that. But I mean, with I don't know. Like I feel like all of the problems that you guys expressed that are rightfully there, it's such a universal issue, but it's magnified for women. And then then we not like it doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me because I'm insecure about my body. I don't like my torso. I hate it. I hate it. I think it makes me look like a praying mantis. It bothers the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Now.
I'm out here though. I'm like out here though, bro. I'm out here. No, but really, it's like I don't like my torso. But the thing that kills me is the fact that such a universal problem can only be identified when it's only referring towards them. You know what I mean? Like the hate, the constant negatives that they face. It's always towards just that side.
I think there is like a belittling aspect when referring to women's bodies. Like I think
more
because
objectified.
more objectified because of that sexualization, that constant sexualization of our bodies, is that it comes from like a belittling perspective. So as soon as like a guy like doesn't find you attractive, you're immediately like belittled and told that you're not attractive, and they've got to tell you every reason why they think you're not attractive, you know?
I get called ugly every day, man. I be hurting, but I don't. Jesus Christ, like
yeah, and things that like we don't have control over, like, oh, you've got really small tits. Okay, thanks. I realize that. I love them though, so bye. But like, yeah, just these things that you have no control over.
I'm sorry that I'm not blessed. What do you want me to say? You know, like it's just get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know. But like I said, my entire I just can't. It doesn't make sense. All the arguments are always identical to each other. The counter arguments just stupid, which we discussed earlier before. But ultimately, not to like fully acknowledge just the negatives. So I apologize that I'm paying attention to them more than anything. You guys are like absolutely bringing a wave of confidence to people who ultimately, and I'm gonna say this. But I mean, we all know there's a tremendous amount of insecurities in the streaming industry. Like we're all, dealing with a very, I don't want to say traumatic because not every experience is traumatic, but we all deal with very heavy insecurities. So to have that come from within and then portrayed outward is just a completely different, you know what I'm saying? Like it equates to a different level. It's not like somebody on the outside is like, hey, you guys, by the way, are like pretty cool. No, like we did that, asshole. We made this. This is our garden. You fuck. Go ahead, Katie. Can't say it. Go ahead, say it. Fuck off. Whatever. How she says. She says it cooler than me.
What the? Oh, I can't even zoom in because my camera's not got zoom. It's
Yeah,
like,
you got it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Fuck off. The way she said it, because I say it just like an angry pirate. She says it like
an angry pirate.
Yeah, I just sound drunk and just enraged.
Yeah, but I
sound like I'm threw up on
like
myself.
100%. Like I've been on both sides of it, for obvious reasons. But it's one of those where it's fucking ridiculous. Like, why can't people like anything about themselves? Like the moment they try and do that, like someone just comes in and they're like, no, hate yourself because I fucking hate you.
What is up with that? Yeah.
I know. Like literally that was the thing. Like there was people on that thread that literally turned around and DM me and were like, I don't like how you're trying to do this. Like I seen like tweets that were like about it, but when tagging any of us in, and if I confronted them, they just wouldn't respond. But it was like oh, look at all these people posting selfies and posting butts and all this kind of stuff.
For
Oh my god,
attention and
for
yeah.
attention. I
That's
know
what
that.
pisses me off though. Like, what is so wrong with us? Like, I just got out of a relationship.
fuck's
Yeah,
sake,
I'm
you're a
seeking
streamer?
validation. I'm seeking validation. I attention. Yeah, it feels kind of good right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Do we
that's
all not watch
normal.
porn?
That is normal. We all feel that way. We all seek validation in some ways, externally, internally. Like, it's not.
Dude.
We don't need to be ashamed of that. We don't need to be ashamed of seeking confidence and seeking validation occasionally. All the time, yeah, it can get toxic, but like there is nothing wrong with being confident in yourself and seeking that confidence. Like,
Do we? I can't be the only one here that's watching porn.
What's
no,
up,
I
porn?
watch porn.
Gavin,
all the
I know
time.
is
I
Gavin
watch
is
porn.
Gavin is
I hope for the
Porn?
plot. Like, so
Gavin
some of
is
the
porn.
plots are really
Prawn?
fucking hilarious. Though, I
Prawn?
can tell you that.
prawn.
Prawn?
It's like,
Yeah.
like I
Prawn.
don't. I will never understand the frustration towards sexualization or any fucking thing when porn is one of the leading like it is one of the richest industries. But it bro.
Oh, but they'll call those porn stars terrible things, but then go watch it. Like this guy on a post yesterday on Liv's post said that all of the Bandcam girls are like, what did he say? He said something
Oh,
about
I
posting
seen
ass
this.
pics. He posts like posting
Yeah.
ass pics, but thanks for the screenshots. And he only follows 14 people, and one of those people is me.
Oh,
Like,
he followed me.
was
He
shitting-
unfollowed me because I made a comment to him.
Perfect. I hope he unfollowed me, but like so
Yeah.
far he's still following me. And it's like, great. So you're taking screenshots of our asses, but
Yep.
then you're turning around and saying basically that we're slutty. Like
Yeah.
you can't do that. Like you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Like
No, they will.
So I made a comment earlier in chat before I like jumped in.
I can't look
fucking-
at you like I can't look at you the same anymore.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You see my cheeks, didn't you?
You're so goddamn dreamy.
You seen my cheeks, bro. He seen my cheeks.
Why are you so cute?
But like most of these, I mean, let's just, go out and say it. I'm willing to say that 98% of these people that are making these comments are dumbass males, like Nogi was saying earlier. Men are just stupid. But these are the same people that wouldn't have the confidence to even speak to either of you three in a public area. They would not even have the confidence to come approach you. So, I mean, how I see it is these people are just so insecure with themselves that they can now hide behind a screen and some anonymous name and, try to bring you to their level of insecurity. That's the only thing that gives them power. That's what empowers them.
it's totally a
So
power
like
play.
as hard as it is to, just ignore everything that gets tossed at you, that's really the best combatant for it, I would say personally. It's just
I think,
let them speak to a wall.
Yeah, I think they were just really upset because they want their timeline to just be about stasis and no trials. And once
That doesn't make
was there,
sense,
they were
though.
just like, no, this is unacceptable.
That don't make sense though, because those be the same ones that those be the same ones that be making discords just to talk about and exchange the nudes of the chicks that they screenshotting on Twitter. Y'all don't make no sense to me. Y'all give me gas.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Pornhub put out a thing during the election about certain states, or actually the whole U.S. map, and the southern states, which are really racist. The porn that they be watching is just straight up
Ebony?
Yeah.
ebony porn. But
I said this. I said that already, bro. I said it. You only care about black people when it lines your pockets or your orgasms. That's all you care about. You fucking ass. That's not the top of the conversation, but that's always the conversation.
True.
Moving on.
Do you, well, I have a question.
Sorry.
Do you think it's just an American thing, or
What
is
is?
it the
Sexualization?
the phobia or the stigma of sexualization? Like
That
it's
shit
just
is
like-
everywhere.
It's
I feel like it's
fucking
everywhere.
it's fucking
I feel like
everywhere.
in
I
America,
mean,
it's
I
even
live in
worse.
I live in northern BC, Canada, and there were dudes taking pictures of my ass at the gym. So
Oh, you're Canadian, eh?
I'm
How
Canadian.
are you
Yeah.
Canadian and an asshole? How?
Sorry.
How? Sorry. I was like,
You guys just haven't heard me say sorry yet.
Sorry.
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 I hate y'all. Y'all make me sick. It's
Because
insane.
in America,
I
it's
do
really
say
bad,
sorry
though.
a lot.
In America, it's
Gav
really,
cheeks,
really
No,
bad.
gav cheeks, gav cheeks.
Gap cheeks.
Our animals are being nuts.
The same over this neck of the woods because I think I'm like the furthest away from all of you guys. I think
Mhm.
because you guys are all states, aren't you? As far as I'm aware.
I'm states.
Yeah. So like over here, it's exactly the same. Like, you know, if you like anything, then it's like,
Where are you
oh, that's the
located?
wrong thing. Well, like here's the funny thing as well. It turns out like, you know, like you get picked on for like for being a certain way or something like that, and then a couple of years later, they like like I remember my best mate who was gay at the time, like literally, well, not at the time, but like my best friend at the time was gay, and then he had someone that was picking on him for that. And then a couple of years later, when we left high school, and I met him, and he was like super duper gay and like really camp and all this, and I was like, "Yo, that was telling, wasn't it?" But
I think
no.
similarly, it's like about bodies too. Bodies go through trends. My body was not a trend. My eyebrows weren't a trend. And when I was growing up, and I got teased for that kind of shit, and now like,
You got teeth for your eyebrows?
yeah, I got teased for my eyebrows because these
The
are
fuck
all
is it?
natural, baby. And they, do you guys remember when it was just like those like
pencils?
Yes.
tweezer thin eyebrows?
I'm from
Yeah.
the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember
Yeah,
that.
we definitely
So-
saw
I
this.
love all of those women were saints. Every last one of them. I loved. Ooh,
Well, I
oh my
mean,
God.
I've
But
only
like, if you
got
think about it, like having a big butt and big thighs was not the play when I was in like, you know, middle school, high school. Like that wasn't the thing. And now it's like a trend to like, and if you don't, then like people like think that they're being looked down on for not having that. So like, it's when you know we preach all bodies are beautiful. So
Yeah. No, that's
So-
really true because that's like part of what I went through in high school too. Is I got teased because I literally got told like that I would be more attractive if I was skinnier and retained my tit size because I had D's in high school. So they would be like, if you were just skinnier with big tits, still you'd be perfect. And I was like,
so messed up.
sorry, I'm athletic. Like I don't know what to tell you. I played 3 sports. Like I was not a twig. Like I don't control that. That's just my body. Like, it shouldn't matter.
Live.
Like
Goddamn name.
I have to
me a-
give you like 50. I went to a whole
I'm gonna-
school
no.
full of them.
Yeah,
I'm
we all
here now
did.
too. I'm here now too. Let's go. Let's go.
What? Do we not have an army here? Give me a name. I swear to God, I'm telling you, it's gonna get real Batman in here. I'm gonna start breaking legs and then ask him to talk. I'm gonna start.
See, but this
going
is
rogue
like
in
this
this
is what's
bitch.
so great about the thread that Katie made though. Like we see
Now talk.
so many body types and so many like natural,
Yes.
unfiltered bodies, and that is
Yep.
the shit we need to see more of on social media because it
Uh-huh.
reminds people that they're beautiful no matter like what they look like and like what type of body they have and like that's the shit that we need on social media and that is why I talk about this stuff all the time and like why I was so stoked when that thread happened because like that's how we actually decrease the sexualization. It's not it decreases that stigma around bodies being like this like, you know, like
Photoshop
oh
looking
shit.
thing.
Like I got I remember I posted a selfie like on Twitter a few months ago and I like it was like 2 months ago and I was not posting on it for my butt, but you could see the outline of my butt. I just thought I looked kind of cute, but I got so many DMs being like, "Oh girl, you're pretty. Look at that butt." And I'm like, "Okay." Like I wasn't actually like, you know, so it's like
So when you're not trying, we searching for it. But when you are trying, we don't
exactly.
want it.
Exactly. As soon as you're like hiding it or like yeah, not putting it out there. Like for a long time, a lot of the selfies I posted, I purposefully would not have my butt in there because I knew I was going to get comments about it. I knew it because that's been my whole life. So yeah, and then I was like, you know what? We need to post this stuff so people realize that fat asses are less like or they're more common than you think, guys. Like it's not an unusual thing. Like
Yeah.
it's
I
just
got-
an ass, okay?
I
We all have
definitely had
one.
like
Real shit
more
out of it.
That's
comments.
just smart.
Yeah. I had like more comments in my Twitch chat before this whole thing than I do now. Like I would get
Right?
comments like I would just get up to go pee and sit back down and I'm in like yoga pants and a hoodie and there'd be comments of like sit
Yeah.
on my face or like what like girl what you sitting on and things like that. And now like that my ass is actually on Twitter, no one says anything and I'm like you can go over there and look at it and if you'd like to come be a normal human in my chat, you're welcome. But like
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, nice
Gav,
to meet you.
Gav knows
Sit
he
on my
can just say
face.
those things to you, right? He doesn't have to write it in your Twitch chat.
Right? That's what I was about to
oh
say.
yeah, I wake up and it's just
There's a question.
Don't
here.
finish that sentence.
I wasn't.
There's a question here in
I'm
chat
curious.
from Guac Stick.
It's family.
You're a little quiet, Mario. Just a heads up, by the way.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
We can
Yeah,
hear
you're just
quietly.
extremely quiet compared to everyone else.
Am I?
Just
My
a
bad.
heads up.
Can you
Like
hear
I
me
know
now?
chat mentioned it earlier.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool.
Mhm.
So question from Guac Stick. As a guy who's not confident in either my body or my personal interactions with basically anyone, what would you recommend to boost confidence?
Literally stop giving a shit. Like, not so
Easier
much
said
stop.
than done,
It
but
is. Oh, my lights went off. Oh boy. But like, that is honestly there's only so much you can do in terms of it, and especially when you're trying to, up your confidence or, get your trying to, talk to people and this, that, and the other. But it will reach a point, or at least for a lot of people that I know and myself personally, it's a case of working on caring about, like what Fox was saying earlier, where it was like, oh, other people's opinions matter more than you'd like. And I was very much the same. But like, it was a case of I just literally reached a point and was like, I'm going to fucking do whatever I want. And if someone doesn't like it, fuck them. Like, and then that was kind of the turning point. And it was like, I don't have confidence. I don't have social skills whatsoever. It's just kind of one of those where it was like, okay, well, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it impulsively. And, if people don't like it, then fair enough. But I'm not here to please. And you build like genuine connections and relationships with people because of that, because it is the real you, and they respect that you're doing what you do because of that. And like, there's no beating around the bush or anything like that. They know you're straightforward. They know exactly what it is that what it is that you think about things, how you present anything. And that's how, at least I know, everyone's seen it.
So I think like that's a really interesting perspective, Katie, because I know like you struggle a lot more than I do with confidence. But like for
Mhm.
me, I would say like my confidence in the last year, like I didn't have any much before actually my last boyfriend. I It took me like a long time because like same thing. I think we all have like insecurities and we're very hyper fixated on things that we see wrong with ourselves. But I think that for me, like what really helped was just focusing on things that make me feel good about myself, whether that's focusing on my health or focusing on my hobbies that I really enjoy, or surrounding myself with people who genuinely care about my well-being and I enjoy being around and I laugh with. Like those are the things that seems really weird, but those are the things that make me feel good about myself. And then I'm not looking at myself in the mirror. I swear to God, like when those things are going well for myself, like I don't look at myself in the mirror. I don't take selfies. I don't like I lately it's a little different, but like you know what I'm saying? Like if those things in your life start to feel good, if you focus on something other than your appearance, it's amazing how your appearance just doesn't matter the same way. So it's kind of like taking that don't give a shit attitude, because Katie, I think you've got your priorities straight. Like you know what you want to do with your life. Like you've got amazing values and morals and you surround yourself with these incredible people. And those are the things that
Wait,
are
which
going to
way
make
is
you
it?
feel good about yourself, right? What?
No, I'm in the middle, so I'm trying to get you literally said
Oh.
amazing people, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I think you covered them
But
all.
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that's in my opinion, coming from somebody who maybe like gained confidence over the last few years, that's probably my biggest recommendation.
Mhm.
Sweaty, what about you? Because you were one of the first guys I saw posted.
It was the first guy.
Yeah, your bare butt.
Yeah.
No,
say
I
it as my
posted on the
wallpaper.
titties actually.
Was it the titties one?
That
I
was the
posted on
first
the
one,
titties
yeah.
first, yeah. The cheeks was the
Santa
one
hat.
that I feel got everyone else going as far as the male side.
What was
But
your thought process with that?
I
Were
was
you
proud of
like hesitant at all, or?
yeah, kind of, because I mean, I used to be a lot more physically fit than I am now. I used to be 200 pounds, under 10% body fat, and like I was fighting, I was training every single day. Like it's what I did, was build my body to be able to step into a ring. And so I'm almost the exact opposite of Sarah. Over the past few years, I got into a car accident. Pretty much all of that ceased to exist. So I've kind of lost a lot of confidence over the past few years, going from like basically sculpted to definitely a lot more out of shape. So to, I don't know, post that, it was, I mean, I'm so along the lines with Kat on the no fucks given attitude. I've always had that, but you know, you pick it yourself. You always see your own flaws more so than others do. And I'm a perfectionist when it comes to everything in life. So like, I don't like not being able to be fully in control of how I look anymore. So I'm trying to get back into it, just like lightly. I have a lot of injuries preventing me from jumping straight back into my routine. But I mean, I mean, the most sexy thing about everything in those threads to me, and I've had a lot of people approach me in my DMs asking like that same question: how do you get the confidence to do it? You just do it. Like confidence is literally the sexiest thing out of all of those different threads. It was the confidence of the people
Or
posting.
courage. For me, I consider it courage because I don't think people necessarily had confidence. I feel like people were fucking scared posting those photos, but they had the courage to do that and not and like try and look past the shit they were gonna get from it.
I guess they go hand in hand in my mind.
Yeah.
The courage comes from the confidence. I mean, I'm not gonna mention names, but someone was messaging me for about a week, and then they went back and posted on one of your threads. So
I think I know who this is.
they finally they worked it up, and that made me happy to see.
That's the thing. Like a lot of people have like said like, "Oh, I'm gutted I missed this." I'm like, still there. Go on,
Yeah.
go and do it. Like
We'll bring it back.
they're still up for a reason. Like, yeah, sure, we will be doing another one. Like, you know, when next month rolls around. But at the end of the day, they're still there. They're still December's ones there, and you know, fucking there's no expiry date on when you can go and post that. If you want to do it, fucking post it on your own timeline and tag me in it so I can fucking come and see that shit and hype you the fuck up, because it's fucking great. It's fucking I absolutely adore seeing it, especially the smile one. Oh my god. Do you guys see that shit?
That was so wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
The
I
smile
scrolled
one,
through
like
it for so long. Same with the eyes one. I was like, oh man, I'm just so like, yeah,
Eyes got me fucked up.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I was just staring into everybody's eyes. I was like, ooh,
People have
this is
cool
like
ass
the closest.
eyes.
This is the closest I've been to anybody in 2 months.
I got some pretty fucking eyes around here. I like
Pretty
this.
fucking nice, man.
I'm
Got
like,
some
ooh.
pretty ass eyes.
So we
Oh,
have
that's a good
I'm
Staring
a
one.
into my
sucker for some
soul.
eyes.
we have
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a sucker for some cheeks too, but the eyes thread.
we have
This
a
is true.
question from Jeremy. Please, he says, "Do y'all think it will get annoying when people only show up because you guys post fluids on the timeline? Me personally, I've seen that happen with certain individuals, and I feel like it must get annoying."
In what sense?
Okay, well, I can speak to this because this is definitely
Go on,
happening
go
to
ahead.
me. So yeah, like I would say, okay, so the Monday, my first stream back after I posted, so I posted on the Saturday night, I think, and then my first stream back was on the Monday. Um, I like had tripled my viewers, and I was like very overwhelmed and anxious, and a lot of the people were new. So like if I looked at my numbers, like over 50% of the people were brand new. And I knew, and a lot of people came in being like, I'm here from Twitter. Like, so I knew. And a lot of the people who are staying in my chat are still from there as well. There's, some people like someone clipped me getting up to go to the bathroom the other day. And like, there's definitely like the content's definitely changed a little bit. It's pretty horny in there. Like, I definitely I try to keep it like, reined in to an extent. Like, I don't mind. It's always been horny on main, but there are times where it gets annoying, and I have had to there are a few people that I don't really either respond to, or I don't really merit them a response because it's just a bit they're just a bit much. Um but honestly, most of them won't say much in my Twitch channel. I don't even know they're there, but then they'll DM me on Twitter. So I get more shit in my Twitter DMs than anything. Yeah. So what
Fox,
about you,
about you?
Liv? Did you?
I think like definitely had some people show up because of that stuff. I don't think quite as many because my stuff didn't really blow up quite as much. Which is fine because as we already talked about, that wasn't my intention. So but I don't really think like it's been annoying on Twitch. I've had kind of just the same regulars in there, to be honest. A couple new people, but most of them have been from like girls that I've made friends with over this, which I value a lot. So like I'm not upset
Yeah.
about that. Like I've had people come in from
Wives.
Katie's
So
chat
many
or like
vibes.
like Small Hat's chat, just be like, oh, I'm here from their chat. Like they said you were a cool person, or I saw you in the thread or whatever. And with that, I'm like, that's fine. Like I know those are gonna be decent people because I like know you two are decent people. So I'm like, I'm fine with these
Yeah.
people like rolling in. But definitely been a little bit more annoying on Twitter. I think I mostly have gotten like there have been like 2 or 3 tweets I've seen, which is not that many, but it always drives me nuts when girls go after girls because we get enough shit. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
women
I
go through
remember.
enough shit. It's so frustrating to me when other women try to tear us down. And I've seen a couple
Mhm.
tweets and like one in specific that I know was directed at me for different reasons I'm not going to go into. But it was along the lines of like wish some girls could only become famous off of how good they are at the game and not have to like flaunt themselves to get views or whatever. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not like I'm not a prideful person when it comes to this game. Like when it comes to Destiny 2, like it's Destiny 2. If you're in my stream, like I try to be good at it because I play competitive PvP, but I know I'm not the best by any means, and I'm always very quick to admit when I'm getting ran the fuck over. So like seeing those kind of tweets have been way more frustrating than like anything that's come into my Twitch chat, I think.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's like, one of those tweets compared to like, you know, like 20 people in my chat telling me that I have a nice butt. Like honestly, one of those tweets is that hurts me more than like, or like that bothers me more and annoys me more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All I'm saying is those people are just fucking upset that like there's people that are confident and sexy enough to make a living doing that. And I know 2 people personally. OnlyFans is their only form of income, both making 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like
I've
I'd
been
like to
tempted.
see what
I'm not
those
gonna lie
people
to you
have to
guys.
say.
I've been
Like based
really
on everything
tempted recently.
based on everything that's happened, like I could post one pic and make a lot of money off of it. Like
Mhm.
it would yeah, like
I've had more people telling me to do it than not. Like
yeah.
they're like, you know what? You've done all this. Do it. And I'm like, so see, for me personally, I know I've got that no fucks thing, but me personally, like well, Hat, you know this because I've spoken to you in DMs an extensive about this, but I don't see like because I get this with streaming as well, but I don't feel like I'm good enough for that. And at least with Twitch, you know, I can provide like gaming content and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to pay to see my butt or anything like that, just because, you know, like Sweaty says, we're all our own biggest critics and all that
But
kind of
we
stuff.
would.
But it's one of those.
Cat in the Hat. Oh yeah.
But we
I'd be there. I'd be there.
Well, it's one of those where like I personally don't see, as much as I want to do it and have wanted to do it for a while, like it's one of the reasons I didn't do something like that earlier anyway in the first place, because I'm like, no one wants to see me like that. Like that was my biggest thing, because I was just like, because like, you know, I got to where I was, which, you know, was everywhere. Like everything I've succeeded so far, I've done without doing it. And then it just kind of, everything before that, I was just like, no, I don't need it. But then that was the thing. When I posted it, I wasn't doing it for me. I was just like, I want to see other people like being confident and all that kind of stuff. It's why I responded to everything, to make sure, you know, you're loved and this, that, and the other. It was why I responded to absolutely every single comment or DM or anything like that. But it was one of those where I was sat there and I was just like, no one wants to see me like that. And then we do it and they prove it fucking otherwise. And I get to meet like people I've never spoken to before, like the likes of, you know, you literally look at like everyone I respond to now. And like all these Twitch connections with other streamers and all that kind of stuff. And you've got guys and girls who have like got all this confidence and shit, which I've actually like formed some form of
I've
connection
made so
with.
many friends since your post last
Yeah,
Saturday.
like
I've made so many great new friends.
Yeah, and then the wife circle we've got going on is like the greatest fucking thing. Like literally, you can pop into a chat and just be like, "Hi, wife,"
Hey, wifey.
or you when you do a drive by or something, you just like go say hi to my wife for me, and then they like pop in and like, it's Katie's wife, or this, that, and the other, and I'm just there like, let's fucking go. And I love it. It's amazing. I'm not being sweaty. No, love you. Wait, hold on. Are you directly under me? No, you're not on here, right? Okay. Yeah, we love you lots. But no, like that's the thing. Like I've seen nothing but like obviously you've had the negativity, but at the same time, like the positivity that's come out of it has been fucking incredible. And yeah, no,
I think that it's safe to say I really love that I'm blessed with always having a completely different perspective, not just necessarily because of the fact that I'm a human being, right? But I fully identify that everything that has been discussed between Maru and you three amazing guests, then four, because of course you came in and you blessed us with your boyish good looks, you know? No, but like I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the conversation, right? And I'm thinking about the perspective of the people that you guys affected, right? You affected a tremendous amount of people in a positive way. You got them feeling good about themselves. I saw the thread. I saw the tweet. I saw the post. I saw everybody. I saw everything. I saw everything. Right? And I was not inspired to do it myself. I did not have the confidence. I still don't have the confidence to do it. Right? But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Right? Not only that, nothing that you guys did was bothering me. Not only that, even if it did bother me, I kept it to my fucking self.
That's
see how
okay.
See how easy that is?
You're gonna need to calm down with that. You're making way too much sense.
I'm just saying.
Sense right now.
I need you to bring your IQ to room temp real quick.
Nah, I'm gonna have to think about. I got a blast. I got a Jimmy Neutron, y'all. Right? You see how simple it was for me to mind my fucking business. You see how simple. You know how large Twitter is. How many people use Twitter? You know how the that small thread of just ass and tits and happy people. See how easily you can just ignore that if you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't,
Just
if you
mute the thread. Just mute
Yeah.
it. Like you don't even have to
Yeah.
like if
Yeah.
you're there for like Destiny content and stuff like that, and you want to stay in the loop and stuff with people, like that's fine.
every
You can
single
stay followed for that. And if that's what's annoyed you because that's on your feed because you follow the likes of myself and other people who got involved, like like Grenada Jake put him up in his fucking boxies and all that kind of stuff, and you're there like
Jake has a
yes,
box sponsorship. That man has the
that is amazing.
that man's body.
He's
You
a
would
stud.
never expected his body to look like that. I've always seen him in a t-shirt, and I'm sorry, Jake. I love you, but I never knew. I never expected. I'm sorry. I always
Yes.
imagined a gut.
We-
I always imagined one. It was always a gut. And
We
it
know
took me
Noggy
over
got the
even thoughts.
GJ calendar then.
Right. I gotta get the calendar, bro. I gotta get the calendar, and I gotta take a picture with the calendar with a carrot in my mouth.
It's just
So what
It's crazy.
as amazing and positive I did find the whole thread, there was one thing that bothered me. It wasn't the thread itself. It was the fact that people got so upset about that thread and took time out of their day to make comments about it and DMs and everything. When all this other shit is going on in the world, people are dying,
Seriously.
people are rioting, people are fighting for their rights. These motherfuckers don't say nothing. It's quiet.
Crickets.
It's crickets.
Yep.
And it's just like, bro, you're gonna fight about this, but you're not gonna fight about the real things that matter. And that's what, as positive as I found the thread, it really got me thinking that day. And I was just like, yo, a lot of people suck. there's a lot of great people, but there's a lot of people out there who just straight up suck.
And that's exactly why I appreciate people like Obi, like Sweaty, like Fox, like Small. I appreciate people like that in their own particular characters, right? Everybody is like, some people are more vibrant, some people are more outgoing, some people are more fearless, some people are more courageous, some people are more confident, some people are less confident, but have that don't give a fuck attitude, right? But literally because of what you said, Mara, the majority of people are just,
fucking miserable.
and I really wish that Liv would give me a goddamn name, but I've been telling Liv that she has all of New York behind her for like 8 years now. I have a child now. Believe me, utilize us, okay? We're bored. Pandemic sucks. We're not doing nothing. We need to start somebody out anyway. My point is that people like you guys are incredibly important because the masses, the majority of people are miserable. The majority of people, y'all really going to grown men at a big age. I don't want to see your tits on Twitter. Why? Would it be more profitable for you if you saw it when you was home a little bit later, when you were comfortable and more obligated to fap? Is that when you would rather see it? Because I mean, could you you sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Can I just add on to this? There
Add
are
on to all of it.
there are a lot as well that I got that was where it was they'd comment on the thread or they'd subtweet about it, like on their own timelines, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, look at all this! You guys should be ashamed." This, that, and the other. And then literally, I'd check my message requests, and it's a picture of his dick, like "suck this bitch."
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah, I
like,
got that too. I got that too a few times. People being like, I don't want to see this shit in my timeline, and then in my DMs, they're like,
What is
wow,
wrong
you're
with
so
y'all?
fucking hot. I'm gonna go beat my meat to your ass now.
exactly.
If anybody has anything that they want to send me,
I just said it in chat, bro. DM still crickets over here.
I'm about to send you everything. You've been on my mind since. No, I'm just playing.
He ain't playing.
I'm not playing. But talk to me later.
So we have another question here from Jessica Struggles. Question for all 6 of you. How has the body positivity movement affected your mental health? And how has it changed due to the threads or whatever you contributed to the movement, may it be good or bad?
I'll go last on this one because I go first on all the others.
I'll kick it off because I mean,
what was the question?
a few days ago ended up I literally just walked by the mirror. I felt good, took a picture, posted it on Twitter.
Nice. Love that for you.
Which, yeah, prior to the post, probably wouldn't have.
Nice.
Like I said before, I mean, the only shirtless pictures I've ever posted or anything since streaming has been like fight pictures, old pictures where I'm fucking stacked, which I no longer look like. But, you know, this kind of just, I guess, re-spunked that not give a fuck attitude. Yeah, I said spunk.
Let me tell you something.
Spunky.
If I recall,
Mm-hmm.
we all saw the same picture. Shut up. I'm not as fit as I don't look like you. Maru don't look like you.
Dude,
Who
Sweaty,
trying?
you're hot. Okay.
This motherfucker, he's like an action figure. The fuck is not even actually. He look like one of the. He look like one of like damn, bro. The figure, like he looks like a figure, like one of the actual collector's figures. You know the ones we have in the most detail in every
G.I. Joe?
singular ab. No, not GI Joe, not the squeaky legs with the kung fu grip. I'm talking about the $200 joints. You got to get at
The Buzz Lightyear.
Captain Planet. I know what I'm saying. He looks like an action figure, bro. He looks like fucking Marvel Comics.
Angles, lighting, they do a lot.
That's
Just
bullshit.
saying.
I don't wanna
I'm
hear
just
It's
saying.
that.
True.
You look like the exact same in the dark. I hate people like him. You get me mad. I'm ugly.
No, I don't think I'm ugly by any
I'm
means.
sorry, that's
I
right.
don't. I won't.
Nah, bro.
I'll never go like that far against myself, and I strongly discourage like
I feel
anyone to ever attack themselves like that too.
Of course.
But no, I just I compare myself
Mhm.
to when I was 15 pounds heavier, but far more in shape. So it's a
Like
large
self-
difference
like
to me. I
comparison.
can't
Yeah, that's the
deadlift
hardest.
440 pounds anymore.
I understand that. Like I get told, like I'm just playing with you, but I
No,
definitely
no.
because I always get told all the time, like Michael's always calling me beautiful. Haste is always calling me beautiful. Haste is always saying I got a fat ass. Every confident joke I've ever made about myself has always been a joke. I never feel that way about myself. However, my fuck all attitude is definitely top tier. So whatever, I'm still apologizing to Maru for some of the things that I've sent him.
Wait,
I'm
The
not
things you
apologizing.
sent me, bro. First of all, sometimes you don't even respond to a text message, so I don't know what
You're right.
what you're talking about right now.
You're right. that was it. I passed the things that I've sent him. That's crazy.
This man, I sent him a Thanksgiving message, and I got a response like 2 weeks later. I was like, "Wow, bro, 10 years of
Bro, I was
friendship, and that's how you
depressed.
treat me? Okay."
This was my first time being by myself for Thanksgiving. I was trying to work through it. I'm sorry. I love you. This is-
Bastard.
wow. Ow. Well, maybe
Uh,
if you didn't leave, bro.
Liv, what about you?
It's definitely helped with my mental health, I would say. I've been taking some more pictures and stuff like that. I've always like I've said for a while now, like I've kind of regretted like taking stuff down on Instagram, and I've always kind of wanted to like produce that kind of content for myself, not for anyone else's sake. And whether I decide to like keep posting that stuff on Twitter or start an OnlyFans or whatever, like I feel more confident in that now than I did before. And honestly, I feel like the thread that affected me the most that I still go back and like read comments on was the smile thread, because I legitimately like have hated my smile for so long. And I remember the night before Katie was gonna do the smile thread, Noise actually kicked it off in my chat, and I yelled at him for it, and now I'm like really grateful for him. But he was just like, "You have like such a great smile. If you don't post it, like I'm gonna yell at you." And then Gav was yelling at me all night, like, "If you don't post it, like I'm gonna like be upset." Like not upset, I love you, but also upset because it's always telling me that he likes my smile. So like I still go back on that one because I think like that one was like one of the hardest ones for me. I've just never like liked my face, and I feel like now I don't pay as much attention. Like I'm picking at it a little bit less than I used to. So that's nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
you
Gav.
lacking confidence, Gav makes up for. I'm telling
Yes.
you, you love to see it. I literally wait for his retweets of your going live tweets every day.
Aw.
Yeah.
We'll post this like innocent, picture with a quote like "I'm going live, guys," and then Gab titties.
Every time, bro. That's how you do it. My man. My man.
Hey,
Sarah, you want to go next?
Sarah.
Yeah, I don't really. Well, as far as my so okay. Well, I've always been pretty confident in taking pictures of myself, so I don't I would say my mental health actually got worse. Um, just because it was very overwhelming. I obviously had I was getting 20 follows on Twitter per minute. I had no idea who these people were. I'm not used to that. I was kind of uncomfortable because a lot of it was very I'm being very sexualized on Twitter now. Like my DMs are, you know, yeah. So that wasn't really my intention. And I know that sounds really stupid. And I keep even me saying that, I'm waiting for people to be like, well, you asked for it, because there's been a lot of people who have said that when I've talked about the attention and the following. But yeah, I wasn't sleeping. I was and now I'm actually even more self-conscious about how I look on Twitch, because I'm like, great, people like my butt, but what about the things I'm actually self-conscious about, like my smile, or my personality, or all these other things. So I would say that it actually has made it worse. The aspects about it that have felt good are the people who I've actually developed friendships with, um Katie, and I mean, Liv and I have been friends for a while, but those conversations and those people talking to me, that's, I would say, a little bit different. But I would say that overall now I'm also just I'm a bit stumped with my content now, because I'm like, people know me for my ass. Do I have to keep up with that? like
No.
so that's
Mm-mm.
that but that's my internal battle, right? Because I've
Mhm.
never had numbers like this. And Katie's really good at not focusing on numbers, but now my brain focuses on these numbers, and I'm like,
Okay. I understand
so yeah, so because it doesn't they don't matter. But for me, for somebody who I just started streaming in June, I've never been a social media presence at all, even before that, even in my personal life. So it's just been a lot. I'm very overwhelmed. I'm living alone now, so I'm very lonely right now. And it's all just this external validation from
Hey,
thousands of strangers basically
listen.
telling me they want to fuck
That's all I
me
needed to
all the
hear.
time.
That's all I needed to hear. Well, not that part.
Not
I
that
don't get
part.
that. I don't get that. I mean, if it's not the homies, I can name them. If it's not Gavin, Mike, Shots, Haste, Perp, when me and Perp were still friends. If it's that's about it. Fuck him now. He's an asshole. Fuck that guy. No, but it's I like the fact that you said that, because I'm also I've never been ever. What you see now is exactly how I've always been, right? So the attention that you're getting right now, fucking everything you're feeling right now is absolutely, it's all real. You're terrified for the
Mhm.
absolute right reasons, because they're crazy. They're crazy out there. They're savages.
Yeah.
But one thing that I learned from doing therapy, and one thing that I learned from, again, I've been doing a lot of self-reflection. And one thing that I realized is, when it comes down to things like, when it comes down to anxiety and that fear and that I can understand the feeling very well. It feels like your chest is kind of being twisted, right? That
Mhm.
that natural feeling that you're having is okay. It's natural. It's understood, because you
It's
never experienced
valid,
it before.
yeah.
It's
For
valid,
sure.
100%. But of
Mhm.
course, doesn't really help in the situation when it's happening, right? Because it's like, okay, this feels valid, but I can't fucking breathe. What is going on, right? So it's just a combination of that. But again, one of the things that I've learned from doing all of my self-evaluations and whatnot is that when the good times are happening, try to just live in that particular moment. When
Mhm.
the bad times are happening, when the stress and all of that starts to become overwhelming, take heed and just try to not do too much at that particular time. Literally just experiencing it in the slowest and most calming fashion can help. I'm not a
Mhm.
therapist, but that's what's been helping for me in terms of that. And you start to realize that the difficult times don't last as long. It's only when we're super focused on it and we're identifying that we're feeling it that we're like elongating the process
Oh god, this week, past
than
week and a
usual.
half, like being reminded that it's only been a week and a half, I was like, this has been the longest week and a half of
It
my
felt like a
fucking
fucking
year.
year. Like,
Of
it
my
was,
year. Like I am
yeah,
so overwhelmed. I'm so exhausted. I'm like, yeah. And I know this, I again, like I think I'm also just like constantly being like, Sarah, you don't have any right to complain about what's happening right now. Like that's just like not okay. Like you're seeing all this growth. This is amazing. People are hyping you up. Why are you seeing this in such a bad light? So, and
because
then
it's
here I
because of
am.
society.
So,
That's a society thing. That's
yeah.
100%. That's 100% society. Society tells you constantly that what you're doing is wrong, and they shun you for it. And then they're hypocrites in the process of doing it. They're blaming you for shit that they indulge in themselves. It's all
Mhm.
perspective. All of it. All of it is 100% perspective. In reality, nothing should ever fucking matter because we literally know what everybody else has. So
Mhm.
clothes in general as a thing is stupid. We all know what everybody else has. We don't like. Why do you care so much? Why is it like
Uh,
you know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to an extent, to an extent,
yeah.
to an extent.
So real quick,
Back that track. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I
Yeah, I
want
was gonna say.
I want Katie to answer that question, and then we're gonna wrap it up after that. We have one
Remind
more
me what the
question.
question was.
The question was, how has the body positivity movement affected your mental health, and how has it changed due to the threads, or whatever you have contributed to the movement, whether it may be good or bad? I just stumbled upon every word I've ever known.
Right. Okay. So I want to start off by saying to Hat, I'm sorry that it's, done that.
Oh, it's not your fault. No, I was, that's the thing is like, don't take that on yourself. There's so much good that's come out of it too. So,
Okay. I just didn't want, I didn't want it to stress you out or anything like that, or lose any sleep over that.
nobody could have predicted that my ass was going to blow up on Twitter because also it wasn't even on your thread. Keep that in mind. Like that wasn't a part of the ass thread. So,
Yeah, true.
it was my doing. Yeah.
But no, my mental state has been going through flux anyway. Because obviously I got out of my relationship of, 3 years. I still live here, with them. And I went through a lot of trying to figure out how it is I want to do things. I have said recently that I am, for the first time in my life, comfortable with being single and doing things the way I want to do them. I am fully in control of how I do my stream, my content creation, how I do my Twitter. I am more in the no fucks department than I've ever been. And it's descending even further into that, which is quite funny. As evident with the response to the couple of things that have come out on Twitch and on Bungie's side of things, but we're not going to get into that because that's a can of worms. But in terms of how I feel about myself personally, I've never felt this good about myself. I'm absolutely over the moon about it. Like, I don't know if you guys seen, but I was saying the one thing that I'm not comfortable with is me in sweatpants. I was seeing all these guys and girls wearing sweatpants, and I was like, God, I wish I could do that. And for those that don't know me from chat, there is a reason why. And well, I had Hat hyping me up about it in DMs, going, "Girl, you fucking post it." I had Dahlia, who's in chat, just saying, "Post it." And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Go on then. And everyone gave me kind of a reason to do it. And now, like, my biggest flaw that I see in myself visually, it made me not hate it. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. that I now feel about me the way that I do. Yes, it's kind of confirmed to myself that I'm happy with the no fucks attitude and that I'm allowed to be myself. It's kind of confirmed exactly everything that I do anyway, and kind of been like a bit of a, if anything, a pat on the back to say keep fucking doing what you're doing, because I've had so many people saying that. And you guys know I'm not a people pleaser. Like I couldn't give a shit. But it's kind of shown me that I'm going in the right direction. Like there was a time when people were getting a bit of backlash from it. That like, you know, I was seeing you know, for the likes of like I was seeing, you know, what Hat was talking about, what a bunch of people were talking about, and they're saying, oh, I shouldn't have done it, or this, that, and the other. And then so full disclosure, I did like, you know, for those that know me, know I look up to Get Wrecked and Sean a hell of a lot. So I messaged them both and was like, listen, I look up to you guys big time, you know, and I always come to you guys for advice if I need it. And this is one of those times. Do you think I was justified or not to do that? And do you think it was the right call? Because as much as I don't give a shit, this is not just about me. This is about everyone. And they turn around and confirmed it. I'm just like, no, you've fucking nailed it. And the fact that you give no fuck is fucking, you know, it is admirable that you're doing that and stay on that. And it just kind of confirmed to me, you know, you're doing the right thing. And if you, as long as I keep being me and staying on that mindset as much as physically possible and staying driving force, because as I said at the beginning of the podcast here, that I was like, you know, it was, what was it that I even said? I can't remember. My trail of thought is going out the fucking window. But no, it's bigger than the Destiny community, and that's the road I'm going in towards. It's, I'm not just doing it for the Destiny community. I'm not just doing it for my goons. There's a lot that I have in my head that I want to do that I am going to be looking into next year to big time be doing it. And after all this has happened, it's kind of gone, just fucking do it, because no matter what you fucking do, it's going to bring more good than bad. And, you know, just fucking go for it. And so I've decided, you know what, that's what I'm going to do.
Makes me so happy. That shit
Mhm.
just like made me tear up a little, just so you know. I just, yeah,
Oh, wait.
wholesome.
This is too much positivity for my dark ass soul. I'm just like blinded by the light right now.
You have a soul?
Fight me though. Come to New York and fight me.
I will fight the fuck out of you.
You know, you've been weak. You've been away from
After
New
I
York
get
too
them
long. You've
goddamn
been away from New
names,
York too
Liv.
long.
What that mean?
That means
My
you're weak.
tips still work, baby. You ride it. What you
Bro.
thought? No, this man. Yeah.
All right, guys, but we're gonna wrap it up because I don't want to. We could obviously talk about this forever, but I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. But I do want to say I appreciate you all coming onto the show. Katie, Fox, and Sweaty, it's good to have you back. Sarah, thank you for coming in, blessing us with your
Thanks for
presence.
having me. Yeah, it was really fun.
Definitely an important to talk about because whether you're a man, woman, old, young, short, tall, black, white, whatever you are, everybody struggles with body positivity in some kind of capacity. And I think it's just like everybody's been pretty much saying, you know, having the confidence and having the courage to just put yourself out there when you're ready, and if you're not, that's okay too. It's okay not to post yourself if that's not what you want to do. And the other thing would be to also just mind your business. if it's
Mind
not
your
your cup of tea,
business.
just mind your business.
Mind your goddamn business.
But
Mhm.
yeah, so I have in good old style, I miss doing this part. In good old style, we're gonna go around and give a shout out. And I have one last question for you guys. But yeah, we'll go around, give a shout out for somebody in the community, somebody in our lives that we just want to kind of recognize and put on a pedestal. I usually go first, and then we'll kind of just go in camera order. So my shout out this week is going to be for Katie, because she started a movement that, for the most part, if you just don't consider the negative comments, for that part has uplifted not only the Destiny community, but I feel like there was even people who were not in the community itself coming in and showcasing it and giving people confidence to do something that they just weren't too sure of. And I've always said it, it's kind of the thing that we have with the filler, is just that if we can at least, if you save one person, you save everybody. And I think, Katie, that you were able to do that with this thread, and it wasn't just about titties, ass, elbows, earlobes, eyebrows, whatever it was. It went beyond that, whether you expected it to, or not. So my shout outs for you. You started something amazing, and it was a spark that I think is going to go on for a long time in a lot of people. So my hat's off to you. I won't take off my hat because my barber fucked up my hair, so I'm not gonna do that. But you know,
But you look good. But you look
I
good.
always look good, bro.
You look good. You right. You
You
right.
should see me in these pants, though. Never mind.
Ass looking tight. Go ahead, looking tight like a tiger. Looking.
Are we getting some ass on Twitter soon or what?
I could put. No,
Come
I'm not trying to get
The-
banned
the-
by
the
Twitch.
thread-
Listen,
the
we
Wait,
can't
wait,
say.
wait, no, continue
can't
that
The
first
thread's
part.
still up. The thread's still up.
We can't, yeah, I'll post it on Twitter.
That's all we'll
I'll
say.
post it on
That's
Twitter.
all we'll say.
I'll post it on Twitter. I won't do it on
Oh,
Twitch
you.
because Twitch, you can't even say shit now. You can't say it. I don't know. Can I say it on? Can I even say it?
Redacted.
You can now,
Yeah,
Katie.
can't
Got
do
it.
nothing. But regardless, anyways, I'll post it on Twitter. I'll bless you guys.
Fucking go.
Say less.
Let's
I might get
go.
divorced. I might get divorced, but you know, say less or whatever. It's
No.
fine.
Hey,
No,
listen,
we'll support you.
listen. If you get divorced,
I'll swing through, bro. Say less.
come to Papa. Come on, Papa. Come on.
Yeah, but I definitely missed this. I'm glad that you guys were able to come on for the first show. I just want to thank you guys for, literally, I it was in the chat. I think it was in Sarah's chat that we were just like, yo, this is an episode of this, and you guys like came through full blast. So I appreciate that for our welcome back show. But yeah, so we're gonna go around. The question I have for you guys, for chat and for people out there, what is one piece of advice you would kind of give to somebody who has that that anxiety or that difficulty in showcasing themselves? That would be my question. And then if you want to answer the question, then give your shout out, do your little outro. We'll start with Katie and then go from there.
All right. Okay. So mine is very much one of those. Also, thank you. You nearly made me tear up when you were saying that a second ago. But what's it called? Yeah, no. Mine is genuinely try to just be you, be the best version of you that you can be. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, but as long as you're trying, that is enough. You want to literally just try and spread love as much as you can. As I like to say, spread love like cheeks. And just generally be a good person, but try to not give a shit what other people think. Because honestly, there is so much weight that comes off your shoulders as a result of doing it. And a lot comes easier. Yes, it is hard, and it is hard to shut off that, that feeling, because I still get it, of the feeling of, oh shit. But genuinely, if you can, try working on not caring about what other people think of you as much and just go with what you want to do. In terms of who I want to give my shout out for the week or for this, I'm personally going to say two.
That's fine.
Well, one of which is sat right next to me. So Hat has given me a hell of a lot of confidence and, big pats on the back, and, has been an absolute queen for me in terms of, literally everything the past week. I've been coming to her saying, girl, what should I do here? What should I do there? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And I absolutely adore the friendship that I've now got with her. And the other one as well is in chat, who is Black Dahlia. I've had a very similar friendship spark with Dahlia maybe a couple of weeks before the thread started, where pretty much we were both sat there going, "Oh, I want to hype each other up. Like, I feel bad about this, bad about that." And then, like, literally out of nowhere, we just started basically doing the thread. Just, yeah, I'm sorry if that's private stuff, by the way, Dahlia. But it's like, it's literally the same friendship that I've got with Sarah now is the same as with Dahlia, and I cannot thank both of you enough because you've really helped with this kind of shit. And I am someone that doesn't really reach out to people. I'm very much a lone wolf in this kind in the community, really. And you guys have really given me a little bit more of a sense of, like, people I can turn to within it. Like, I know everyone is, but I mean, like, specifically used to. I feel like we've got a really cool thing going on.
You are.
The hell out of me,
He's
Sweaty.
crying in the
And
club.
yeah, I love you guys lots.
Yeah.
And you can
Me
find
too.
me literally any platform at Lone Cat. God damn it. You can literally find me on any platform, OBKATIEKAT. Yeah, literally every platform.
Can I find you on MySpace?
Give me 10 minutes and yeah,
Okay, just add me to your top 5.
let's go.
Nogi, don't look at me like that. Sarah.
Oh, my turn. Okay. As far as a piece of advice goes, yeah, I, I think at the end of the day, do what makes you feel good. And if posting online doesn't make you feel good, don't do it. If that's not something you want to do, that's like 100% okay and valid. And you shouldn't feel pressured to do that. That being said, if you're only not doing it because of like insecurities and you're scared of what people are going to think, then yeah, I second what Katie says and just really, really try to focus on doing what makes you feel good and like hopefully the people around you you're surrounded by people that support you and are going to hype you up, and if you're not, then that's major information for you. So that's yeah, I think second what Katie says, just try really hard not to care what people think. As far as my shout out goes, yeah, I got a second with the Katie one, but I'm also going to do 2. Yeah, Katie and I have definitely become a lot closer over the last couple weeks. And it was really nice having someone to talk to about everything and bitch about my DMs too. And she really hyped me up on like a like an actual like emotional confidence level, not this like external, wow, girl, your booty's sexy. Um and then the other person is Liv. And I know I'm mentioning 2 people that are in this call right now, but Liv and I have definitely gotten a lot closer, even before I joined the band Camis. And I just like, I mean, a lot of girls I think say the same thing. I don't know. I don't have very many girlfriends. I don't have friends in real life really. And it's, we've had just a couple wine nights together and I just love that so much. And she's like she's sunshine in my world. Just, yeah. I just really appreciate her so much.
All this wholesome shit.
And she's an amazing gamer, and I'm just so happy to have these amazing girls in my life that have similar values and hobbies and are just going after what they want, and they inspire me every day. So yeah, those are my 2 shout outs.
I've been shot by Liv. I just want everybody to know that.
I'm sorry.
I've been shot by Liv. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. Gavin, you did too good. Damn, she was already nice. She was nice before you got into she was fine. She was already nice before you met her, before you did all your shit, and then you still hurt. I just can't stop seeing the thorn, bro. It's just always the thorns. It's always that goddamn white candle thorn. It's
Do you still feel that tingling?
I still hear it. I still hear it. Right?
That just your screen green, your vision going green.
All of it, and then guardian down. That's all you say. Green screen, guardian down. That's it.
All right, Liv.
I'm gonna feel like a broken record now because I was gonna do 2 also.
Now you guys get. There's no limit. I mean, we don't want to spend 3 hours here, but there's no limit. You guys could do 2.
2.5's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.5 is
Well,
fine.
I'll answer the question first because I forgot about that. So as far as like helping with anxiety and stuff, something I've been focusing on is finding something. Not that like Twitter and Twitch is not the real world, but like in your everyday life, I guess is a better way to put it, where you can ground yourself and find some type of, doesn't necessarily have to be confidence, but something that makes you feel good. Because at the end of the day, like when you close Twitter, whether you felt good because you posted a picture or not, if that's what you wanted to do, that's what made you feel good, like you still have to look in the mirror and like get through the day on your own. So you need to find a way to make yourself happy and care for yourself. And that has been helping me a lot, because whatever it is, like you said, if you don't have the confidence to post on Twitter and then say you do and it makes you feel really good, use that as a stepping stone to push yourself forward. So like for me, it's been like I've been getting like more consistent with workouts. Like I've actually been setting aside time to like take care of myself during the day, whether it's just like I sit and read for like 30 minutes or take a bath or do like a face mask. Or even just like having the wine dates with Sarah have been stuff like in the past that I would have put off, not because of other people, but because I didn't like care enough to take that time to do something that I enjoyed just for myself. So I think like finding that like little like grounding piece is really important. And then my 2 shout outs. My first one, I will try to get through this without my voice shaking, like so it doesn't sound like my chair is breaking or anything, but my first is Sarah also, because as she said, I know a lot of girls say this, but I did really struggle with finding girlfriends in a sense. And this past week has been really helpful for that. And Sarah in particular has been like a ridiculous, like just like amazing force in my life, honestly. Like our wine dates and just getting to play with her and stuff like that has like made me so happy. And there's so many things that we align on in like really important topics too. And just being able to like encourage each other and talk about that stuff has been such an outlet for me, and something that I like really look forward to when we get our time together. So like, I appreciate you a ton. And my second shout out is my usual, but I don't think this will ever change for the rest of my life because I just appreciate this person too fucking much.
Oh, thanks, Liv. I appreciate that so much.
Is Gav, Lunarology in chat. He's my rock. He's literally my everything. I wouldn't be sitting here on this podcast today if I hadn't met him. So, and like in the midst of this thread and all, like, yeah, the thread made me feel good, but like the fact that I had someone to reinforce it when I closed Twitter and when I went to sleep that night and when I woke up the next morning is incredible, and like, I cannot be more thankful for him. So, yes. And then my social media and everything is Foxytocin with 2 N's. Yeah, that's all my platforms: Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you guys are interested in that, it's like dogs and cats and me occasionally.
And also, he is the co-founder of Scream Queens, which I was able to participate in yesterday. I got my shit rocked, but I had a good time nonetheless. I troll every time we were losing the match. Like we were losing bad, I would just troll. When they were 5 kills away, I would just bring out the mountaintop and just I would just try to troll. But good times though. And I was trying to chaos reach like Noise, but shout out to Noise also for who introduced me to
nobody can chaos reach like Noise.
No.
No.
Dragon Ball over there. Nogi.
What was the question?
Why are you so cute?
My mama dunked me in sugar. Not really. What was the question, you
No,
asshole?
question was any advice for anybody who's dealing with anxiety or just like not having the confidence to kind of post that stuff? Like, what would you say to them? And then your shout out.
I've had a very long year. So this question is kind of it's hard for me to answer because I don't have an answer. I have not been able to stop mine yet. So I'm going to be real about it. I don't have an answer. I have absolutely all I have ultimately are small remedies that help me get through each one, because sometimes the attacks are different. They come in different times, they come in different frequencies, they come in different areas. But what I don't lose, despite me going through tremendous amount of feelings or vibes or whatever it is, whatever hits me on whatever day, what I don't lose is hope. Not hope in people, not hope in others, hope in myself. I'm no longer building confidence to do things to present to other people. I'm no longer building confidence to do anything. I know that I can do whatever the fuck I want. I know everybody in this chat, every last one of you, Katie, Fox, Small, Sweaty, goddamn Greek god, you, everybody in chat, everybody, yeah, you goddamn right, Maru, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody's able to do whatever the fuck they want. I already know that. What I'm doing now, what I'm building on is building confidence that I'm not going to let me down. That's what I don't have. I feel like anxiety and depression really, it's driven from the narrative of somebody else implementing their lies of their perception onto you. So if you don't feel confident, it's not because something's wrong with you. It's because somebody told you that you wasn't what they fucking liked. They can eat a dick with the veins in it, one that they don't like. I don't fucking know. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to build confidence to look good to other people. Fuck y'all. I want to look at myself and be like, damn, Zaddy. You know what I mean? So I guess in a way, build up the confidence to love you. Work out, exercise, put the work in to build up the love for yourself. All those pictures, all those compliments and all that, yeah, that helps. It makes you feel great. It makes us feel fantastic. But do you say it to yourself and believe it? That's what I want. That's what I want. And I want that for everybody else. Because confidence is great when everybody else is seeing it. But too many times do we portray it and then we don't show it to ourselves. Self-love is okay. But I've burnt incense. I got 2 fucking candles over there. I bought candles. I put on face masks. And there are still some days where I hate myself. So what does that mean? All the treatments in the world don't mean shit if you don't feel it for yourself. I want us to feel it for ourselves. And I'm proud of every single individual in this podcast because y'all are building it from the inside outward. That's what I'm paying attention to. Give a shit about none of y'all body parts. They're great, but I don't care. What y'all doing with them is what's important. So fuck what everybody else got to say. We didn't want to see this. Ain't none of they damn shrubly back look like garden hoses. Oh, wait, listen. Shout out. I shot myself out. Shit. I shot myself out. I'm a great person. I'm a good friend. All right. I got a cat that's been taken well care of because she keeps eating all my shit and I'm broke. So I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving myself a shout out. Give myself a shout out. Shit. I did it. I'm still here. I haven't bust nobody's skull to the white meat show. I'm proud as hell of myself for having lost my mind as much as I already have. Don't quote me on that. We still got a couple more days in this year. I'm not, but so far I think I've done a pretty amazing goddamn job for myself. And it's about time that I pat my own self on the back. So I give myself a shout out. And then my other shout out goes all to you guys because you guys are doing an amazing thing. and anybody who is telling you that are amazing. And we need people like you because there are people like myself who need to see people like you exist. And you need to exist to shut the mouths of all the other dickheads who just don't like what you're doing just because you're doing it. We don't want to hear from them. Earth would suck if it was just them. We need people like you. So please keep being yourselves. Keep being great. Keep striving. All of you. Insecurities and all. Flaws and all. Stretch marks. What the fuck ever. What the fuck ever. I'm ashy. I hate it. It's my fault. That's it. That's all I had to say.
But you're moisturizing.
I'm moisturizing now. I was ashy. Yeah, Maru. Asshole.
Answer my fucking text when I text you.
Bro, I'm so okay. Yes, daddy.
Ooh. I see why we're ending early. Okay.
Yeah, I got a date.
Yeah, me and Nagi go into the after hours.
Yeah. You gonna find out who the real filler is.
That's the rated M
That was
version.
amazing.
Yes.
I'm suddenly so much more comfortable in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very warm now for some
There
reason.
we go. Look, chat loves it. There we go. See, I got a little bit of flair in me.
Horny
Horny
on
on
me.
me.
I got a little bit of flair in me. You know, I'm a
Continue.
little. I mean, a little.
Even the filler can get horny.
I'm always horny. I just don't show y'all.
Filler hardly even know her.
But then,
All right.
All
It's
right. Sweaty.
sweaty. It's all you sweaty.
I mean, I guess two different perspectives. Because part of me likes to just be like, listen, fuck what everyone else thinks. You want to feel good about yourself, post yourself. You want to like do something that makes you feel good. Like, don't be fearful of what anyone says, because the only person whose opinion actually matters in your life is your own. That as far as like how you feel about yourself, it really doesn't matter how others feel. But the other part of me gets that not everyone likes to express themselves in the same way. Like I know King Al, I saw Alan had asked it earlier in chat. It's perfectly normal to not like, and it's perfectly okay to not want to express your body, show your body, express yourself in that same sort of way. But like, you know, you can still love yourself and show confidence in other sorts of forms more than like, there's more than just, you know, showing off your physical features, your personality, what you do. I mean, shit, Alan's another good example, actually. That man's, he's striving for Twitch servers on India or in India. And like that, fuck, I'm going to make that my first shout out. My man's out here grinding for something that he believes in and is confident about. And the confidence is showing more and more every day. And you love to see that. My second one, okay, shit. Okay. The third real, okay, there's going to be three. The second one we'll make quick. The second one's Kat for starting all this, because you really, I mean, you've affected thousands of lives for the better. You know, there's a few shitters out there who are taking it the opposite way, but that's exactly what they are. They're fucking shitters, and they can eat an entire barrel of dicks.
With the veins in it.
With the veins in it.
I don't know where that joke came from, but I'm never letting it die.
I'm into it, dude. And the third is Nogi.
What?
Honestly,
What'd I do?
So rewinding back to, I mean, my first time ever coming across you was, I believe, your last episode of Filler, where I was on here with Ralph and, you know, Connie, a few other people with the mental health. Ever since then, you know, I've followed your journey, your posts, everything. Like I may not comment or react to everything, but like I see you making strides to improve yourself, and that's what's making that will eventually lead, you know, those are stepping stones to making you feel confident about yourself and being in your own shoes. And like I just want you to know it's not unnoticed, even though I may not know you from a hole in the wall. Like it's not unnoticed from an outside perspective.
I'm a pretty asshole. That sounded crazy.
Well then,
I got.
Fuck
pick-
it, take
I
it
got
how you
picks.
will.
I got picks.
I
to
already
confirm that.
did.
He does. Maru has Maru has picks and Gavin has seen picks.
What? You know,
Sorry.
what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. No, but for real,
Thank you.
no,
Honestly.
for real, you're. I don't know. I also feel along the same lines. Some of the stuff you speak on. Obviously, you know that how he came on to. I wouldn't call it a podcast, but he came on and represented the entire black like community with force. I would like to add. Man, sat there and portrayed his thoughts exactly how he feels them for damn near an hour. And it was one of my most memorable things that I've ever done in a charity event was that. So I appreciate you. Just know.
I thank you for that. I honestly, when me and well, first off, when me and Maru first, I came to Maru about a clan years ago. I came to him about a clan. Like we were just trying to do what Gavin Liv managed to do successfully. Me and Maru had no idea what the fuck we were doing. It didn't go as planned. Lords of K9s never happened. However, you know, in our intent, I mean, in the beginning, there was, I'm sorry. When we first started doing this, Maru was just like, I was just yelling at him all the time. Just like, gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta that. You know, but never once did we ever think about doing anything on this caliber that would actually end up. Never once did we think that it would turn into this. Little Light Radio was something that we strictly wanted to do for fun, and it went up in flames because we had no idea. When Maru came to me about the filler, I was real like skeptic because it's like, fucking, we failed at one thing. You think we could? I don't want to fail at another. This would suck, Mike. So if it's your baby, not mine's now. It's yours. But now, meeting you guys and constantly having conversations, I gotta say, it does bring a tremendous amount of fulfillment being on this, having countless conversations, whether it be generous or positive or negative. It's a hard topic or a soft topic. It's every time we have a guest, it's always a memorable one. It's always one that we have never had an episode of the filler where we got off and felt dissatisfied. We felt 100% fulfilled with every single episode that we've put out. And I gotta give all of that props to Maru. So everything that you're saying to me, Sweaty, it's content creation has ultimately changed my life in more ways than one. In some ways, I'm not too particularly fond of, and I hope they would take it back, but it won't because they're assholes. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. So
You're welcome.
I guess that progress is shared. I guess that progress is shared for the both of us, brother. So thank you. Now you can interrupt me, you son of a bitch.
This episode's so wholesome. It kind of makes me feel some stuff. I ain't gonna cry though. You'll never make me cry on stream.
I've seen you cry already. The sky turned red when it happened.
Oh, for real. That was a scary time.
The sun did a breakdance move. It was crazy. It was awkward.
Wasn't me no more. But no. So
seeing Maru cry is like seeing Mandy smile. I remember that from Billy and Mandy.
Oh shit!
I remember that. It's like that. That's how crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Damn.
Yeah, just told everybody's age.
But just to echo what Nagi was saying, the filler wouldn't be anything without the people that we bring onto the show to tell your stories and get your insights and get your perspective on things. You guys are the spotlight, and I love that we were able to make a platform where we can have people come in and ask questions, and you guys can just answer them, and it's no ego. It's just like people just talking about human things. So yeah, thank you all. You guys are all amazing. For everybody in chat, I appreciate you all coming in, hanging through with us for our first episode back. We will be having a special episode because Christmas and New Year's are both on Thursday, so we'll be having an earlier episode next week and the week after. As Nagi has posted, as I have posted, we're definitely going to be a heavy focus on Black Lives Matter, Black women creators, any
I'm excited for
minority.
that.
It's going to be,
I can't wait
we're
for that.
going in, as everybody has known, we have no filter of what we will bring onto the show and talk about. And it's not going to be eagled for anything. So we have a lot of episodes coming forward. For anybody who was not able to see this whole episode today, we will have it tomorrow on YouTube and Spotify, Apple Music, and all that good stuff. But yeah, appreciate you guys back. I'm excited for the future of what we have. Again, thank you for everybody who was in chat, having a good time. To our very special guest who took some time out of their day. Thank you all.